All right, guys, we are back today. My stomach's hurting a little bit, but my money finally credited to Moo. I'm gonna have to learn how to get this one set up. I forgot how I got the last one set up. I can also day trade options today, too, which is what we're gonna be doing. But my money did settle. I'm gonna have to learn how to trade on this platform. Okay, I think I got it. Unlock trading. I do like this. It shows me how much I need. So they've given me about 50K in margin. That's good. All right, let's go ahead and add some stuff here. We're going to start with a blank canvas. All right, so we're going to start with a blank canvas here for Moo. Put it up like that. I also like the scroller. You can see the Dow is down today just a little bit. Okay. Forgot what I did before. I don't know if I did a quotes panel, filter, watch list, market monitor. Right, so here's Apple. I don't really need to see the quotes. Custom quotes. Oh, here it is. All right, I got it. Oh, I got it. All right. There we go. All right, so let's throw Apple up here. I'm just going to make Apple like this. And then we're going to put the underlying trading box underneath this right here. You know, I'm going to have to switch this over to... there we go. There's Apple. Put this up here too. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, got it. Chart. There we go. All right, so we got the symbols up. And then I'll probably put a fourth one down here. How does that look? I mean, I'm going to switch it over to candlesticks. Don't worry. Let me, intraday. Display. Yeah, today we got GDP data today, guys. GDP data, we got jobless claims numbers coming out too. What's up, team? Give me 1 second. I'm figuring this out. I forgot how to switch. There we go. I know I used Moo the other day. So we're going to put a 1 day chart up. Here's a daily chart, weekly chart, 1 minute chart is I think what we need. Yeah, there's a 1 minute chart. Okay, that's what we want. We also want to make sure pre-market data is taken into consideration. Display. Gap. Intraday. We got 1 minute here. Manage indicators. That's 1 month, not 1 minute. That's 1 minute. There we go. That's pre-market data. That's better. Okay. All right. That's what I wanted. Now I can add the indicators. I want the VWAP. I want the EMA. Boom. Got it. All right. So there's my purple and gold indicators that I set before. Here's Apple. We're going to do the same thing here. Put the 1 minute chart up. We got pre-market. We're going to put VWAP and the EMA up. Same thing here. We're going to put a 1 minute chart up. We got the VWAP and the EMA up. Nice. And then we're going to try to squeeze one more chart down here if we can in the middle side here. Yeah, you can input scripts in Mumu. All right, so I'm going to buy a little dip here in Apple. That's how this goes. Right now it's a buy limit. There's got to be adjustments where I can buy the bid, sell the ask if I want, right? Set most used amount. Let's go with 10 shares. 10 shares for the first used amount, number 1. Go away, bug. 15 shares. We'll go with 25 shares. We'll go with 50 shares. And then we'll go with 100 shares like that. All right. Let's break this out. Okay, so yeah, we can buy. Okay, got you. And I'm going to buy a little bit of Apple here. Forgive me, guys. I'm kind of learning how to do this. Time and force. It till canceled. Session. Pre-market, post-market. All right, so I can put a stop there. Limit. All right, so I'm going to buy like 25 shares. Yeah, I don't want this reminder again. I'm going to leave this reminder up for now. Oh, we're filled. That was pretty quick. All right, we got 25 shares of Apple. Hey, what's up, Pawn? All right, so it even shows you where we got filled at. All right. Let's see if I can adjust this. Filled. I want to see what my P&L is. You gotta let me edit this, right? So we got the Apple fill. I'm probably gonna need to put some other window up. I'm also gonna have to save this. There's gotta be some other type of trading window that I have up here. Let's try it. Multi-stock quotes, group trading, trader. Is that rain? I gotta keep this tab open. I'm also gonna have to save this tab. Active setup. All right, so yeah, we bought Apple here on the dip. I just gotta figure out how to look at my P&L. 1 minute. I got multiple charts up, so I'm good. But all right, we got watch list, markets, options. I'm really kind of excited to trade options. Markets. Watch this. Me. All right, so there's the P&L. Forgive me, guys. I'm learning how to use this. What's up, Stan? If AMC gets any volume, tired this morning. Do you ever get nervous when your orders fill too fast? Sometimes. Looks like you just woke up. Yeah, I did, bro. It is 5:45 in the morning. We did get a nice little pop on Apple here. I will take that. You can see where my buy was. Here's Microsoft this morning. Microsoft's gapping up today too. What's Disney doing? Okay, Disney's up. That's good. Close enough to being up at least. Let's see where we're at. Oh, Disney's down, actually. Ooh. It's all right. Here's Disney. What are they switching to? All right, so we're green now on the Apple trade we got into. Small, but green. We could add a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Hey, it has the same notification as TOS. Yeah, we're really gonna have some fun with the options today on Moomoo. Oh. Yeah, so you can also buy fractional shares on Moomoo starting at $1. Oh yeah, I got my free stocks, bro. So for people saying that you don't even get your free stocks, I got my free stocks on Moomoo. I'll tell you what I got. Let me find my phone. I'll tell you what I got. I got my free stocks. What's that noise? So GDP comes out today. It is expected to show up for GDP data at 1.4%. 1.4%. All right, so here's the order fill data. Look, and again, I like the scanners here too, to be honest here. Should I put scanners up? I really think that's what a lot of people are going to be using this platform for, is the scanners. But I got my free stocks. Let me tell you what they are. They're actually pretty solid. I got a pretty good list. So since I deposited 25K, they gave me 15 free stocks and 15 free stocks and a share of Tesla. I got Tesla for my free stock, bro. I'm getting all these badges now. Okay. But yeah, so my free stocks. If I go to the rewards section here, I got GRAB, FCEL, GRAB, Palantir, which is a $15 stock, so like, a couple of them were more expensive. FCEL, Grab, and then a share of Tesla. All in all, even without the Tesla share, I got like $50 in free stocks, So, I mean, hey, I will take it, I will take it. 50 free bucks is 50 free bucks. All right, so we are in. Man, look at Disney pop. Disney up to 88.50 right now. Let's see it keep going here. Give me a couple weeks, man. I will be a pro at freaking Moo. Let me get the scanners up. Markets. See, what I'd really love to do is get this heat map. All right, so let's see what's moving today, guys. We got. What do you guys want to search for? Pre-market volume. Filters. Market cap. All right, so we want a PE ratio of less than 15, bro. Who has? I want a PE ratio of 30. All right, so I'm messing with this screener here. The problem is PE ratio custom. What do I do on this side? All right, so I'm trying to mess with this. I'll have to mess with the screener in a little bit. I'm learning. Apple bouncing up a little bit. That's nice. Microsoft up some too. I am in Apple right now. I am up in Apple. We are riding this up too. We got some stock market news to cover. I bought the dip on Apple. You can see where I bought in. I do like that aspect of Moo, although I might want to change that a bit. There we go. That's better. I don't really want people to see all my buy. I mean, I can add the buy levels too. I'd like to watch just the price action though of Apple here. Could have taken a little bit larger position. And then their options is really where I'm getting excited for it. See, but I think I can do this though. Let me check this out. Hold on. Wait. Let me go to Explore. Hmm. This is cool. I do like this. Hmm. So, Chad, help me out. I'm trying to adjust the screener to show me a PE ratio. Because maybe I can go like this. Like, here's Disney. Yeah, I can hide this. All right, guys, today we have GDP data. So like you can see here the filter on the scanner here, which you can adjust. Like, look, here's the scanner, right? So I want to put the scanner. Maybe I can't make it smaller than this. Maybe this is like the only size I'll be able to make it. Because I could put the scanner up right here next to my trading window. There's Apple, Disney, Microsoft. I can put this up. And then, you know, have my orders filled here. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, well. Here, actually, I'm just going to make the charts big so we can see the charts. There we go. I think that's probably the move right here. I'm going to have to save this. We can leave this up too, but... There we go. I think that's right. I think this is probably the move right here. Maybe I could lower this a little bit like that. And then lower it like this. And then make this bigger. Yeah, there we go. This is the perfect one right here. Like that. All right, so we did buy Apple. Apple's bouncing up a little bit. We're green. Our money finally credited. Yeah, that's a bad joke, Ricky. Bad jokes are hilarious, but... SPCE Tesla. I got my scanner going in the background. But Microsoft bouncing up. Apple up there is a little bit as well. I do like the fast fills here, so this is pretty quick fills. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save it as John Active Setup. There we go. We got our trading button there. Disney bouncing back up today at 88.43. Is my mouse loud, Bulldog? Is it really that loud, bro? Hope you're doing good, bro. Y'all check out Bulldog's channel. Great channel over there. My guy streams all day. Somebody's streaming all day, you know. Hey, look, there's stocks all day. What a coincidence. Hey, y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We are in Apple right now. I could add a little bit more to this position now, I guess. I would really like to... What the heck? I'm gonna have to figure this part out, but that's all right. We got 50 shares of Apple. I think I might add a little bit more. I want to give it time to bounce back up. Disney bounced back up. Microsoft is looking very strong. It's at 335.80s. Let's take a look at Nvidia right now. How long? It took one day, Mimi. for a wire. It's a wire transfer. I always wire money to trading accounts because ACH just takes so long. So I'm usually just wiring my money there. But my wire took same day. Once it actually credited with my other bank, I ended up getting my money out of Cap One because Cap One just sucks, dude. For them to freeze wire transfers for 2 months, like all they had to do was reach out to me and be like, "Hey, are you John?" And I would have been like, "Yep," and they would have been like, "Okay, fine, done. Wire your money, sir." And instead, they just didn't do that, and instead they locked my account for 2 months without even asking me because of suspicious activity. Like, bro, like they're just trying to settle my interest. Like they know, like locking $20-something thousand for 2 months is just ridiculous. They just want to sit on that interest. Like that's what they really want, and they're gonna justify it and say, "Oh well, All right, look at Apple pop up. Apple making moves. Is my first Moo trade gonna be green? I think it is. We're not up much. Oh, we need some more size here. What's my size? How much is this position? Oh, it's only 50 shares. I just don't have enough shares here. Let's buy some more. All right, we're in. Dude, I love this about Moo. Immediate fill. You don't have to buy, ask, sell the bid. You can just click buy and pre-market. You can set your settings to pre-market. It'll ask you to approve it. And yeah, it's nice. All right, so they got it up this way. Let's try that. No, I don't know if I like that. How about this? Ooh, look, I can see the time in sales. That's nice. About that, that's clean. This is probably a little bit more my style. That's the one I got so far. I'll just keep this one. I can move it. I can change good till canceled. I can change the session. I can put in a stop order, bracket order, profit taking order. I can change the time in force. I'm also excited to trade options here too. It's kind of like a kid in a candy store though with getting a new broker, Yeah, for sure. A lot of info, fast order feels a lot like Webull, but I like the platform slightly better. And again, if y'all want to check out Moo, they are a sponsor of mine. You can get up to 16 free stocks. If you open up an account and deposit at least $100, you get 5 free stocks. Again, one of the free stocks I got was Palantir, which is like a 15 or 16 free stock. I got Tesla as my other free stock too. So I got 15 free stocks and Tesla and a share of Tesla for opening up an account. If you open up and deposit $100, you get 5 free stocks. If you open up an account and deposit at least $1,000, you get 15 free stocks. If you deposit over 5K, you get the previous 15 free stocks plus either Google or Tesla, and I did get Tesla. So I did get Tesla as my free stock. So hey, I'm excited about it, dude. I'm excited about it. They are a sponsor of mine, but yeah, I'm going to be using them for a while. I like the platform, and we're going to be day trading options today too. That's what I'm really excited about today. Like I see a lot of people making some money in options, and I want to be part of that. I want to play some options. I haven't really been like a big day trader in options, but I think I could probably get some good stuff going on. Maybe not even day trading, but swing trading. So 0 DTE options, all that stuff. I'm going to be messing around with those on Moo as well. And Moo, great news source. The reason they call it Moo is because like the news source is solid. Like you can look at news and we can look at what's going on today. We can look at their news source, see what's going on today. Brought to you by Moo. You can look at the headlines. And so Fed needs to review supervision after SVB failure, Powell says. So Powell urged stronger supervision and regulation of financial institutions the size of SVB in the wake of the spring crisis. He also cautioned against complacency, saying, quote, "The banking system remains sound and resilient. Deposit flows have stabilized and strains have eased," he said in prepared remarks ahead of the Bank of Spain's conference on financial stability on Thursday. So this was at 2:30 in the morning this morning. I forgot he was streaming early this morning. And again, I'm not going to cover that, dude. I'm on vacation. I'm not getting up that early. But he did speak. He said the crisis taught officials key lessons, firstly about risks that hadn't been previously calculated. Their failure caused by excessive interest rate risk exposure in a business model that was vulnerable to ways and management did not fully appreciate, including a heavy reliance on uninsured deposits. Another lesson he said was the importance of recognizing when a crisis is happening and responding decisively. When SVB failed, it was clear that the number of standard assumptions, even though they were informed by hard experience, were wrong. End quote. He said, for example, he pointed out that bank runs can now happen instantly than over days or weeks. He said officials have learned how important it is that the biggest banks remain resilient. And he said, quote, the events of the past couple of months would have been much more difficult to manage had the largest banks been undercapitalized or illiquid, he said. The Fed on Wednesday released the results of its stress test showing the major banks could withstand a theoretical $551 billion loss. He said, quote, we cannot take the resilience of the financial system for granted. However, the multiple shocks we have seen over the past year or so, including the extreme volatility in the commodity market following Russia's invasion, and of course, surprisingly high and persistent inflation, as well as the associated increase in interest rates, stressed a range of bank and non-bank financial institution, he said. So he said he did spark selling on the market yesterday. He reiterated in a panel that a strong majority of Fed policymakers were looking at 2 more quarter percentage point rate hike increases this year. So 2 more 25 basis point rate hikes this year. So yeah, that's the news. But again, you can kind of see we got some Cathie Wood ARG news. We got Berkshire Hathaway, more Occidental Petroleum up in its stake to 25%. Apple approaches the $3 trillion market cap. Says analysts say it could be $4 trillion. Just a bunch of news. Just really good source of news here. Again, you could also go to Explore, and like I was playing with their screeners this morning, which are actually pretty like legit if you look at this. But if I go to the market hot section, I can see. Where's my heat map? I want my heat map. Oh, there's my heat map. So I can see a heat map. So you can see internet content companies did well, with Google doing well yesterday, Microsoft doing well, Apple did well, Exxon did well, Tesla did well, Visa did well, Teleco, Biotech did well, banks did rough, insurance companies did rough, internet retailers did rough, drug manufacturers did really rough, semiconductors had a big pullback day as well. But again, all of this stuff is free if you sign up to Moomoo. And so you might as well get some free stocks. Take advantage of their platform and all that good stuff. There's the link. Check it out. Great way to help support the channel. I also pinned that to the top of the page, actually. I'm going to also do a poll here. I'm over here in Michigan, man. I'm hearing noise. That's today's GDP data release. All right, so this is today's GDP data release. Help or hurt markets. Help or hurt, vote on that poll. We did get a nice little bounce on Apple here after a pullback here. So we're about flat. Microsoft, you can see, has a really nice run this morning. It's really what's pushing up everything. Look at Microsoft pop up to 336.60s here for Microsoft. NVIDIA bouncing up a little bit as well. I'd really like somebody to help me figure out what the heck do I do here. So this is a PE ratio. This is a PE ratio. Like configure. But what do I put here? Oh, I see. I want PE ratios from 0. I want PE ratios from 0 to 30. Got it. Boom. Done. Okay, now I figured it out. Okay, I got it. Markets. All right, so we got our PE ratio. I want big market caps, like at least a bill. See if we get some volume in terms of thousands. I want a minimum of what? What's a minimum volume number to get today? Like what? Like oh, I got a full free share of Tesla, Michael. I can show it to y'all. I got a full free share. Let me see if it lets me do it. It might just be on the mobile app, but I got a full free share of Tesla, bro. I mean, I had to deposit money, but like I got a full free share of Tesla. There goes Apple pop here. Hold on, let me manage my Apple day trade here. I bought Apple. Let's figure this out. All right, so nice. We are up a little bit. I'm gonna let Apple test highs up here, but no, I got a free share of Apple, or no, not Apple. I got a free share of Tesla. I can use paper trading. I can open up quants. Settings. Quotes. Basics. All right. So I'm up in this. I'm going to go ahead and take some profit here. So there we go. So yeah, I can set it to follow the price. I'm going to go ahead and take, I'm going to wait actually. So I'm up here. I want to let Apple break highs a little bit. I could take 25 off. I do want my first green trade to be on. All right, there is a nice little surge. Let's wait. I'm going to see how much we can get. What was I in the process of doing? Oh, yeah, showing you my free share. Let me see if it lets me hit the promotion center. Watch list, assets, more. So, yeah, I have to get it on my app, but I did get a free share of Tesla. I'll show you the free share. So here's Moo. Where's my Tesla share? I also got a share of Palantir. Look. Let me. I got a free share of Tesla. You know, see, I got Tesla. I got GRAB Tesla. I got some F-Cell. I got a share of Palantir. So, like, in my free stocks, I got a share of Tesla, a share of Palantir, some F-Cell, and some Grab. But yeah, I'm happy with it for sure. We're still riding it up on Apple here. We bought a little dip this morning on Apple. Just kind of chilling here, waiting here. Probably going to take some profit pretty fast on Apple. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take some off here. I'm going to go ahead and lock in 50 shares of profit. On out of 50. You can see how quick the pre-market fills are, which are really nice. All right, so yeah, we are in and out of Apple. I'll take it. First trade on Moo is actually green. That's not true, Michael. You don't get fractional shares, man. Like, you're just like nowhere when you sign up, it never says anything about fractional shares. You know, most people are going to get actual shares, not fractional. I'm interested in hearing your swing strategy. I know you typically swing blue chips. Is it event driven? I'm starting with a small account, so I really want to learn to swing trade. Yeah, so swing trading is important here. I'm going to put, I stand corrected, but I doubt the average person is getting that deal. Yeah, but you're missing out on like the average person will 100% either get a free share of either Google or Tesla. You know, like guaranteed if they deposit over $5,000, they're going to get a free share of either Google or Tesla. I got Tesla. Some people are going to get Google. Again, for Moomoo, it is you open up an account and deposit at least $100. You get at minimum 5 free shares, not fractional shares, 5 free shares of stocks, right? You deposit over $1,000, you get 15 free shares of stocks, right? Not fractional shares, actual shares, right? You deposit over $5,000, you get all the previous 15, again, plus a free share of Tesla or Google. I got Tesla, okay? That is what happened. That is just the deal that Moomoo gives you. All right, again, if you want to check out Moomoo, link is in the description or pinned to the top of the chat at this point now. But yeah, it's not like it's just a crazy thing. Okay. Bro, you're just hating on the sponsor of mine. Good day to you, sir. If I had ever seen you before, Michael, it would be different. But for you to just show up and just trying to, just talk smack, like it's okay. Good day to you, sir. Yeah, they're gonna like Moomoo. Yeah, man. Weeble can do it. Robin Hood can do it. But if Moomoo does it, it's wrong, right? Get out of here, dude. Anyways, with my swing trades, Alexis asked me about my swing trades. My swing trades, I only target blue chips. It's not really event driven. In fact, I would prefer not to have any big events that influence market volatility and price action. So it is not necessarily event driven. I don't really like trading catalysts. I think catalysts can make my swing trading strategies not work. Uh, and so yeah, and so what I like to do with my swings is very simple. I look for blue chip healthy companies like Apple, Amazon, Disney, Google, whatever. I wait for those companies to have big red days. So like for instance, a good example of what I do with swing trading is like I wait for those companies to have like 3, 4, 5 big red days in a row, like big red action. It needs to be big red action, like big red days in a row. I'm gonna clarify it. It is event driven to a certain extent because like one of the ways that I approach this is that sometimes I'll look for companies like blue chip companies to release earnings. And when the earnings release happens, I will wait for a company that shows good earnings, right? Has good EPS, good sales, good guidance, and then sometimes underreacts, like just doesn't react as positively as you might think it would with those numbers, or even drops from having good numbers. Those are my favorites. So, like for instance, as an example, it's just a hypothetical trade. If Apple came out with better than expected EPS, better than expected sales, and neutral guidance, right? If Apple came out with better than expected sales, better than expected EPS, and neutral guidance, but Apple ended up dropping 5% from the earnings report for whatever reason, right? I'm usually there to buy that dip, right? Like I'll buy the dip in Apple, depending on the price point. Sometimes I'll DCA into it over a couple days, and then I'll just sit on it and wait. Now, it depends. It needs to drop a big percentage. It can't be a small percentage. It can't be a little pullback because that doesn't mean anything. The other way I can approach it is if it has like big red action. So say like Microsoft pulls back 8% over like a 2-week period, a big pullback. I'm usually there to say, okay, we've pulled back 8%. We've been really, really red for a week now. I'm going to buy this up and just try to let it come back, and then that way, like, even if I'm wrong short term. So even if Microsoft keeps dropping short term, Microsoft's a strong enough company that I can usually just sit on it and make my money eventually. Like I just got to be patient and wait. And so that's the reason I'm picking only, specifically blue chips, is because blue chips, even if I'm wrong about the short term direction, even if I buy it and it drops, I can usually just kind of sit tight and wait. Most of the time, what happens is that I'll take these trades, I'll wait for big pullbacks, I'll wait for big red action, and then I'll start buying stuff up. And now, to be fair, it's only really small size. Like I'm not taking huge sizing on these positions because I'm diversifying into many of them, right? So like one individual one might not work, but when I get into 5 different versions like this, I'm also looking at PE ratio to find the best price to earning stocks When I diversify, usually I'm going to make money overall in the trade. But it does vary, and again, you got to take small enough size to where like it's not going to ruin your account on any individual trade. That if you're wrong and it really starts to get nervous, I'm personally not even going to sell. I'm just going to sit on the trades that I'm wrong on. And so that gives me a very high accuracy rate where if I'm wrong, I just sit on it. If I'm right, I take profit. And yeah, that's basically the trade. When Tesla was around 100, that was a perfect swing. I didn't stick to my plan. Yeah, I was super doubtful of Tesla at $100. Did I set the Moo? Yeah, so if you didn't check out, if you didn't hear me check out Moo, I'm gonna pin Moo's thing to the top of the page. Get some free stocks, guys. Get some free stocks. I'm in Apple right now. We're trying to buy it. Again, I'm also gonna be day trading 0 DTE options today. Y'all wish me luck, bro. I'm a little nervous. Give me your best advice. What's up, Chris? What's up, CT? Yeah, what did Big Papa say this morning? Early this morning. Awesome. Thank you. Very understandable. Going to practice. Yeah, the big thing is like, don't do it with mid caps. Don't do it with penny stocks. Understand that like sometimes this is a long-term trading strategy. And so sometimes, sometimes I'm going to have to sit. Sometimes I'm just going to have to sit tight. And like sometimes I'm just going to have to be patient and like wait and like sit. One thing that'll happen is like people will follow me into these trades. Like a lot of people saw me buy Disney not too long ago and stuff. And it's like I'm buying Disney. Like I'm pretty much flat on Disney right now. If you look at my actual average on my Disney trades, like my average is like $90. So pretty close to where we are now. But it's like people are like, oh, what's going on with Disney? It's like, man, I'm sitting on Disney as long as I really need to, you know? Like I'm sitting on Disney as long as I need to. I don't need to sell it. I can sit on it. Disney's probably going to be fine long term. And so I have the luxury of just being able to chill and sit on Disney. And Disney can pull back, it can run, it can do whatever, and I'm just going to sit on it. I think with new Star Wars movies coming out, I think Star Wars Marvel movies coming out in the next year. They've announced 3 different Star Wars projects. I think a lot of that stuff is going to make Disney be okay. But maybe not. Again, any individual trade doesn't matter too much. I'm on with my dad, bro. Can you talk about how blue chips over the long run go up more than down over a 5 to 6 year span? You're my go-to for watching economic streams. Thank you. Yeah, so blue chips, the biggest, most profound edge the stock market ever gives you is that blue chips in the S&P 500 are going to go up long term, right? Over a 5 to 10 year period. Generally they're going to go up. Now you can always isolate like really, really bad periods of time in market history, which you're going to get occasionally. But like for the most part, blue chips are going to go up long term. Like that's one of the most profound, consistent edges the stock market's ever going to give you is that blue chips are going to go up long term, right? Like you diversify into blue chips or you just buy the S&P or the Dow or whatever you want to do, whatever broad market ETF or fund you want to buy. You diversify or you buy a fund or you buy a ETF, and you sit, right? That in that regard, you're almost guaranteed to make money over a 5 to 10 year period, right? You buy it and you sit. That's the most profound edge. And if you use compounding with that, that is where you really start to like get your retirement savings for very low startup amounts, right? Like you could turn 25K into your retirement, very easily. By just sticking it in the S&P and waiting for 10, 15 years. Now, the understanding thing, though, that you need to have with it is that it's all hedging against inflation long term. And so prices are going to go up long term as well. So, like, say you turn that 25K into 400K by the time you retire or whatever, $500,000, right? Like, yeah, you're going to have $500,000, but $500,000 is going to be worth noticeably less Like that's going to be much less value in 20 years, 10, 15 years than you might think because of inflation. But the long-term reason to put money in the stock market is inflation hedging. Like your job is to hedge against inflation long-term. And there's a lot of ways you can do it. All the big investment vehicles that you can do are all inflationary hedges. You put the S&P will give you about 6 to 12% a year. But what I always tell people is that includes crash statistics, right? So 6 to 12% a year includes crash stats. And so what does that mean? That means on like a normal good year, it's going to go up much more than 6%. It's going to go up, like some years, it's going to go up 20%. Because again, they're including the incidences where it crashes in those statistics. And so, yeah, most of the time the market's going to be very strong. And the big problem that you see in the market nowadays is that, the Big Short and Margin Call and all these movies talking about stock market crash predictions are out there. You got Michael Burry floating around calling a stock market crash every 6 months. And, in the end, it's causing retail traders mostly to over predict crashes to where, like, a good example of this is a year ago on my live stream. When I was live streaming a year ago, so many people were saying, hey, bro, the market's going to crash imminently, this week, bro. The market's going to crash. Watch. Everybody was like, yeah, the market's going to crash. The market's going to go down. The market's going to go down. I was sitting here, and from what I understand, I'm one of the only people that was sitting here on YouTube telling people, yo, the market does not have to crash. Like, y'all are missing out on the biggest edge the market ever gives you. And again, it's the banks. The big banks put out media saying, hey, the market's going to crash. The sky's going to fall. Retail traders eat it up. They'd say, oh, the market's going to crash. I'm going to be smart and I'm going to get flat. And then the market flies up 20%. And so who's profiting from that rise is the big banks. Who's missing out on that rise is the retail traders that are over predicting crashes, trying to be Michael Burry. And again, maybe we do crash eventually, but it's certainly not a guaranteed thing. And one of the universal truths of the stock market is that nobody freaking knows when we're going to crash. And so if everybody's telling me we're going to crash a year ago, I'm incredibly skeptical of that, and it should be understandable. But yeah. Point is, don't overpredict crashes. Like, if you look at the political landscape, you're going to see a lot of people talk about the sky is falling. The sky is falling. Most of it is political bias, right? It's like they want the current administration to do poorly. Maybe they want the current administration to do well, and they want the other side to do poorly. And so, whichever side, whomever's in power, they're going to say the sky is falling when they're in power, right? That's kind of how politics goes. But you got to be able to check yourself out of that and understand, like, hey, I know they're saying the sky's falling. Even if I get unlucky and it does fall, even if we do crash, most of the time, you can just sit on your hands for a year and whatever you're investing in is going to come back, within reason, 2 to 3 years, you'll get your money back, and so unless you're retiring now, unless you have to retire right now, the biggest losers in stock market crashes are people who get emotional and sell their positions. Apple popping back up though. So again, we are still in Apple here. I'm going to go ahead and take, I got to figure out how to get these. I got to figure out how to get these. I love the amounts, but I want to get it to where I can actually, whatever. So it's not going to work there. I'm going to have to do it this way. No, we just took a little bit more profit. Locked in some more. We only got 25 shares left now. Is this a lag? That one gives me a headache. I can't do that one. Bro, your vids usually say market crash 6:30 a.m. Usually it's a question mark afterwards. They say, will the market crash on GDP data? And again, I think today's report is relevant for that. I think with a lot of people fearing a recession, GDP data is incredibly relevant to that. Yeah. No, Powell's not speaking today. He spoke this morning. Yeah. So look at what Mike says here. Mike said if you deposit 25K, Tesla is around 1%. If you deposit 5K, it's about 5%. So it's a really good offer for Mumu, giving you a free share. Tesla, Google, if you deposit over 5K, good deal. So if GDP is higher than 1%, then it's bearish, right? It also means that we went into a recession if it was lower than 1% twice in a row. Sorry, I'm a noob. So I'll have to look at what it was. Yeah, so GDP is expected to come in at 1.4%, right? So I don't think we're going to get that. I mean, it's possible, but yeah, 1.4%. Last time we came in at 2.6%, but 1.4% is what's expected here. All right, we got a little bounce back here. So our little dip buy in Apple worked, and now we're green on it too. They did give me margin as well here. Why did JP speak so early this morning? He was overseas in Spain, I'm pretty sure, Jay. Yeah, jobless claims today too. If you're talking about Mumu, I'm sure it's great, but we don't have that overseas. Yeah, I mean, it's a U.S. brokerage, bro. You can use it in Australia and you can use it in China and Australia. And in China and Australia, I think they give you 24/7 trading, so you can trade all day. Yeah, we'll see about jobless claims. Jobless claims is expected to show up today at 266. So 266,000 is what jobless claims are expected to show up as. Here. GDP is expected at 1.4%. Jobless claims expected at 266K. We will stream the full release right here at 8:30. Subscribe to chat. Make sure this is right. So jobless claims 266. GDP 1.4%. Yeah. All right, so that's what we got there. All right, so we're in Apple. Apple popping up a little bit. Microsoft a little slow. Nvidia right here. Anything else y'all would rather look at? We can look at Tesla here. Nvidia is doing strong today too, but red day yesterday for it. Here's Tesla. Tesla very strong again today too. We could definitely crash, Mike. Mike says, I don't think the market can crash anymore as it did 15 years ago. The financial tool and means of communication and trading have become so detached. It's so fast. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but we could certainly crash still, man. Because you got to understand, like, crashes, they're driven by, like, company health, of course, and, like, market health, but they're also driven by psychology. And so, like the domino-like momentum of crashes can always happen because human nature remains the same regardless of what century we're in. Human nature remains the same, and so we certainly can crash. It might be a little bit harder to have huge, crazy, like super bad crashes nowadays, but crashes are certainly still possible. They have circuit breakers for crashes, though. Yeah, for sure. But then the market will just open up the next day and do similar. What do I think regarding AMC today? Yeah, I mean, I don't know regarding AMC. I really don't. It's just kind of like the problem with AMC that I have is that like it's so sensationalized. Good volume today, though. I mean, it is popping up. Yeah, I'm gonna put a timer up. I forgot a timer. All right, so what time is it right now? It is about 6:30. Market opens up. Wait. Sorry, I gotta figure out what time this is. So 6:30. So it's actually 7:30 market time. So we got 55 minutes left. There we go. All right, that's right. All right, so we got about 54 minutes left until this data release. Yeah, AMC did have a quick little pop before the opening, or before the close. Let me get a quant tower set up. Got a job interview with DraftKings. They're offering, or I'm not sure. What is an RSU? Yeah, it depends on what a RSU is. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know what an RSU is. What's up, Mark? Does anyone here know anything about Carvana? 500% in 3 months? No, not really. I haven't been watching Carvana a ton anymore. Kind of like this new music, but yeah, we're still at Apple. I don't know what to do with this thing. We are trading the regular NASDAQ here with Chart Prime alert. Beautiful alert here. Letting it break down. We're up $80 on this position, 85. I'm going to go ahead and take that off here. So yeah, we just locked in about $120 in cushion here, trading the NQ based off of a Chart Prime alert. And again, the alert we got was a reversal down signal and a bearish engulfing candle. And if you don't know what Chart Prime is, it's a trading view indicator service. You can use it in stocks, crypto, Forex, futures. You can kind of see everything I'm using here. I've got like multiple different ones shown up. But you can see this is the one I based my trade off of. We got a reversal down and a bearish engulfing candle. Usually when we have them at the same time, it can be a powerful alert. And you can see how well these things work here too. Like you can look back at the time, possible reversal up, huge bounce. This is a 5-minute chart. Possible reversal down, drops over like an hour, drops on the reversal down, possible reversal up, bounces. Again, when multiple show up together at once, so when multiple show up together at once, like this bottom row here, this bottom left row, that's when the edge is profound. So like, look, the bearish engulfing and the reversal down signal, you get drops over like an hour plus period of time. Again, reversal up, bounce. And again, you can use it in the stocks, crypto, Forex, futures. You can see I'm using this on the E-mini NASDAQ, on the 15-minute chart on the right. These two are 15-minute charts, so longer-term trades. The left side are 5-minute charts on the SPY and NASDAQ. But again, this is just a small piece. You can also see like smart money concepts. So I can use smart money concepts. I can use oscillators. I can use actual chart patterns to where it'll actually show me the chart patterns on the chart. And it's just a bunch of cool stuff. Like there's so much stuff. And it's $35 a month, so it's very cheap for what it gives you. And yeah, I'll take it. You know. All right, so we just got out of another trade based off of chart prime indicators. You can see we are now up about $190, $190. And so this is $35 a month too. So it's actually really cheap relative to what you get. And again, I have been using them pretty actively in my trading. You can use them on any time frame, really. So you can use them on any time frame. You can use them on stocks, crypto, forex, futures. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of my Apple. I think my Apple. I mean, we're pulling back to the 200 EMA, but I'd like to just sit on my gains here. All right, so we're out. We're flat on Apple now. No more trades. We made a little bit. I just wanted to get a green trade for my first trade there, so I'll take that. But yeah, you can use them on any time frame. You can use them on an hourly chart and adjust to an hour reversals. If you can use them on a 1 minute, you can use them on a 30-second chart if you really want to. And yeah, you can look at the description if you want more info on them. They are a sponsor, of course. I'm biased, but like again, they seem to work. I have no idea, Soul. No idea what you should do. Tesla should go up today. I bought it 252. Should I add more at this price or hold? I really don't know. 252 is way down here, man. So I'm not sure, brother. Good luck. Got you, Pawn. Yeah, let me pull up Discord, dude. I haven't even pulled it up today. Bulldog said my mouse was loud. Is it really that loud? If you're gonna, okay, got you. Yeah, some good advice here. Stick with 1 to 2 at or near the money to start just to get the hang of how they move, which is quick. Yeah. Overstock.com browsing. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, Paul. Yeah, I'll work on it. I'm gonna take very small trades. Again, most of my option trades are gonna be based off of extension, I think. You know. So like most of my option trades are gonna be based off extension. All right, so we're gonna do a poll on Twitter. All right, guys. So yeah, we are gonna do a poll on Twitter here. We did a YouTube poll as well. Looks like we got about 240 votes. We asked people, does today's GDP data help or hurt the markets? 47% said it helps the markets. Only 32% think it hurts the market, and 22 honest folks at home said I don't know, which I can respect. So we got our poll right here. If you want to vote on our Twitter poll, we always appreciate engagement on this type of stuff. So if you want to check it out, here is the link for that. Vote on our Twitter poll. Give your boy a follow on Twitter at Beginner Trades. I appreciate it. It drops at 8:30, so we got the timer in the middle. You can see. Morning, so will be bad news, be good news, or good news be bad. I feel like not hard to tell at this point with more rate hikes coming, at least 2 more according to Papa Pow Pow. Yeah, man. I can hear your mouse through your mic. Gotcha. Yeah, it's probably just because it's close. You can probably hear me typing as well. All right, guys. So Mother of all short squeezes is trending again, dude. Gasparito wants you to think we all live in our mom's basement. Meanwhile, investors like myself have a great paying career, which allows me to provide for my family and still invest into AMC. Bro, I can't help but think this, and I'm not trying to be mean regarding AMC, but when I see somebody that's like super like obsessed with AMC, I can only think like how much money they've lost. Like how much money have these people lost? Like confirmation bias. And again, it's mostly like rookie retail traders that don't know any better. It's either there's two types of people pushing AMC to you guys, right? Rookie retail investors that have no idea what they're talking about and think and genuinely think we're going to hit $1,000 a share anytime soon, right? Which they're obviously wildly wrong, but like they're rookies. They're taking sucker bets based off of nonsense that was told to them, and they're naive. Is the easiest way to put it. Is they're naive, right? That's the first group of traders investing into AMC. The second group is just people that know AMC is not about to 1000x. AMC is not about to hit $1,000 a share. It's not about to go up, to $4,000 a share, especially. And they understand this. They're just trying to grow. They're trying to grow followings. Is all they're trying to do. Those are the two types. It's the only two people really pushing it. And I'll tell you this: a lot of people at this point think that it's mostly the first group. It's actually probably there's probably a lot of people who are on the other group that are just kind of promoting it to gain a following so that you guys can help them make money on that side. Just be smart. Yeah, for sure, Ruma. That's all good. Do what you want to do. Mom's basement. Yeah, I mean, how will the news affect silver? Good poem on the fence. I have a little Palantir for the meme. Yeah, I got a little Palantir too. One of the stocks they gave me on Movement was Palantir. What's up, Tobias? Yeah, my issue though is just kind of like, stop being freaking gullible, everybody. Like, stop being gullible, man. Like who believes this, right? Like, who genuinely believes AMC is gonna hit $1,000 a share, right? Like, who actually believes this, right? And if you do, again, you need to research like actual stock market. Understand, synthetic shares, naked shorts do not mean near to as much as people think they mean, right? And anybody that has traded significantly understands this. If you're new and you want to believe in a get rich quick nonsense scheme, believe this, but it's wrong. So Pudgy Penguins is now the most followed Web3 native brand on Instagram. Bankrupt FTX begins process to relaunch the exchange, according to Wall Street Journal. Bro, what a terrible idea, dude. FTX. Nobody wants you to relaunch, bro. Nobody wants you to relaunch FTX. You know why? It's because they don't trust you, dude. I'm not putting money in FTX. I don't care how well they do on their relaunch, bro. Honestly, nobody trusts you, FTX. Who is giving you these ideas? Who's like, hey, FTX, you know what you should do? You should relaunch your exchange that lost retail traders billions of dollars. That's a great idea, bro. No, dude, you don't relaunch FTX. You create a new platform and do it that way, bro. You know, hopefully they don't put the two and two together, but if you're naming yourself freaking FTX, nobody's going to use you, dude. I'm definitely not buying anything from FTX. What's up, Shepard? The billions of synthetic thesis was laughable. It really was, dude. The problem is that like they don't know any better, man. They just don't know any better, bro. Like new traders, they don't know any better. Like, okay, I think it all has to do with gullibility, right? Like, how gullible is the average person, right? Like, if you tell the average person what they want to hear, and you say, "Hey, bro, listen, if you buy up, you know, thousands of shares of AMC, you'll be rich." You know, like think about what the Wolf of Wall Street used to tell the people who it was selling to, right? Think about what Jordan Belfort used to tell them. He'd say, "Yeah, you could pay your mortgage with the profit. Your mere profit on a $4,000 investment would be $40,000. You could pay your mortgage." Is what he would say, right? That's the same thing going on with AMC. Yet, if you critique it, if you criticize it like I'm doing, you're ostracized. You know, it's like, no, y'all should want to hear this because this is the truth, right? You're not going to get rich off of AMC. Like, AMC is not going to go to $1,000 a share, no matter how much you want it to. No matter how many people say there's a bunch of synthetic shares, naked shorts out of there, you know. About to take my dogs to the vet here soon. Not fun times. I'm sorry to hear that, Shepard. That's rough. That stop loss is outdated. What a quote. What a quote. I do understand what she's saying, though. She's saying a stop loss is outdated at this point in time because you can sell when you need to sell. You know, nowadays, like stop losses back in the day were a lot harder to protect yourself because you had less technology to get in and out easily. Hopefully that's what she meant by it. She might have also just been saying never sell, but that's a different story. Yeah. Yeah, synthetics are just part of the market's ecosystem that we have to live in. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell him. I was like, look, every major stock has synthetic shares and naked shorts. Every single one of them. You know, if it's listed on obscure platforms, if it's listed somewhere, like it's going to have those things. You know, that's not a shock. It's not a surprise. But the problem is that they're not really provable. It's just not, you know. And it's very hard for me. Like, people say I rant about this so much, and I do. I rant about it. But like, it's hard for me to look at people who actually believe AMC is going to hit 1,000 and not try to help them and be like, yo, AMC's never going to hit that. But the problem is that like you unleash just rage if you do, right? Which just shows emotion. It's kind of like if you're in an argument with somebody and the other person starts to yell, you immediately win that argument, right? Same thing with this case. If you try to tell somebody, hey, you might be getting scammed in AMC, and they get mad at you, you win that argument, you know? All right. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just part of it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I have AMD call, so I'm biased. Yeah, what do y'all think about microchips here? Again, Apple up, AMC up, Tesla's still trying, but Tesla pulling back to that 200 EMA VWAP level. And I do like Moo. I'm starting to learn it. I do like it. I like how I can go back in time like this very easily. All right, guys, we got GDP data. All right, so we're going to go through some 10-point market news today. All right, so the down balloon that was here used American tech to spy on America. All right, so the Commerce Department releases its third estimate of U.S. first quarter GDP at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We also have Nike, Paychex, McCormick, Rite Aid, Simply Good, and Acuity Brands earnings today. How did what was the other one that had earnings? How did MU vet for their earnings here? Here's MU. Let's see what they look like. All right, so MU had a good release here. Look at MU. So MU did better than expected, I'm assuming, here for their earnings report. They're up to almost $70 a share here. Let's take a look. Morgan Stanley board is going to discuss the CEO succession. All right, so MU ended up showing. MU posted a 120, their guidance. See, but here's the problem. MU had worse than expected EPS fourth quarter guidance. They showed 126 to 112 versus 106, 126 to 112 losses per share in EPS versus 106 losses estimate. So higher than expected there. They ended up showing higher than expected revenue guidance. Okay, so fourth quarter revenue guidance was higher than expected. Fourth quarter EPS guidance was lower than expected. They ended up showing a 143 loss per share, which beat the 158 estimate. Sales came in higher than expected as well. Okay, so MU had higher than expected sales, higher than expected EPS, better than expected revenue guidance, worse than expected EPS guidance is what it is. So that's not bad. Mostly positive for MU. So MU, you see, gapped up to basically almost 71 at one point in time. I should have sat on my Apple trade, but MU earnings yesterday came in pretty good. We also have Tesla right here. I like the blue line that represented the previous close. Yeah, we can see it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can do that with this one too. I'm pretty sure. Chart patterns. There's got to be a way for me to search. All right, so I got to figure out how to put the previous close. I know there's a way. I have to figure it out. They also do algo, so I'll figure that out too. Yeah, I like Momo too. Yeah, people think AMC is going to 4K. If you look at, people think it's going to 1K. All right, guys. All right, guys. So we're getting a little bit of the 8 a.m. scrum right now in market. So we got the little 8 a.m. scrum. You can kind of see the orders getting filled here. Um, Chad, help me out. I want to put the previous closing price. So here's the indicators that I can manage. I don't really care about the Bollinger Bands or the moving averages. So there's a bunch of different indicators: swing, CR, overbought and oversold trend. I want to see the previous closing price. It's got to be somewhere. There's got to be a way for me to search this. Okay. Toolbox. All right. So again, we got the previous closing price, mostly just sideways. Possibility and probability. It is possible. Yeah, of course, it's possible that AMC hits 1,000. It's also possible that I go out and I win the lottery 5 times today, with 5 lottery tickets. That's also possible. Is it probable? Absolutely not, but it's possible. So it's possible AMC goes to 20 million. Is it probable? Of course not. Same thing with $1,000 a share. It's possible AMC hits 1,000. It's incredibly improbable though, and just highly unlikely. You know. Yeah, so Tesla earnings are coming out this week, man. They're going to have a big influence over market activity too. So like Tesla does drop their earnings this week as well. All right, so yeah, Commerce Department, Nike, Paychex, McCormick, Rite Aid, Simply Good Foods, Acuity Brands releases earnings. So yeah, FTX is now moving ahead with its reboot. The failed crypto company has been holding talks with investors about backing a restart of FTX, which is just a horrible idea. Again, FTX, okay? Nobody trusts you, okay? It doesn't matter if you reboot and you get regulated or you do whatever you're trying to do. Nobody trusts you. Like, it's a horrible idea. Like, if you're going to create another platform, do it under a different name, a different brand, bro. Nobody is going to buy your stuff. Nobody. You are the biggest controversy in crypto ever. Nobody is going to buy your stuff. Do not start another platform. It's a terrible idea. Who's behind this? It's got to be a way to just milk money somehow. Like they've got to be they're trying to just take more money from traders. That's the only thing I can consider. Again, I don't know if that's what's going on or not, but that's what my guess is they're trying to reboot it so they can. I know they have to understand that nobody's going to use them, right? So there has to be other agendas here in play. And let me know what you guys think. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Just a terrible idea. You know what I mean? Just horrible idea. Just makes absolutely no sense. Sorry, guys, doing some. Let me reset the screen. Also, do me a favor, hit the like button. We got 99 likes. I'm low-key offended we didn't hit 100. All right, guys. So again, we got a little pullback here, less than 30 minutes before GDP data comes up. Yeah, the fact that FTX is trying to restart is sketchy. I don't understand what they're thinking. Yeah, honestly, the whole thing's just crazy that they are literally trying to restart. Yeah, very ambitious, I guess is the word for that, right? Very ambitious. Very ambitious. All right, guys. So, yeah, very ambitious for FTX. I don't think I can't imagine that anything good comes out of FTX in this regard. I just can't imagine anything good comes out about it. All right, so again, we're still sitting here. I might buy some more of Apple. We've been trading a little bit today. We're also going to do zero DTE options. Okay, bro. Just let me get the freaking page. What? Okay. I don't want this to, man. All right, so we got a little dip here. We got 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, shut up, dogs. All right, guys. Bro, it's not that I dislike little dogs. I actually like little dogs, but little dogs are super annoying, man. Little dogs are just super annoying. You know. Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear that little crap dog? Yeah. Is there a way to bet legally that they are going to sink again and make some money off that? I'm sure there's some ways, but I'm sure there's some ways, but I'm not messing with that. I don't think that's worth it. I think they have a huge following of traders that are interested in it, and so in that regard, it's just too risky. Um, dude, Dropbox is a piece of crap, dude. Um, all right, team. I know I'm a little quiet right now. My apologies. We'll figure this out. Digital assets. Back to files. I'm gonna have to do it on my phone here. So we do get a little bounce. MU actually dipping down. MU giving back some of its earnings gains that it made. So MU had some earnings gains that it made. We still got 17 minutes left. I hate little dogs. They sound like my neighbor's dogs. I like little dogs, but it depends. Like, to be honest, a lot of little dogs are just not trained that well, you know? And a lot of the people that have little dogs, they just don't train them. They just kind of let them do whatever, you know? And they let them run around, and they're just not trained at all, you know? That's what I don't like the most. They pee everywhere, they poo everywhere. They're just not trained, you know? Yeah, they got Napoleon complex. Yeah, I mean, Brian, you might dislike the music. Hey, chat, do you guys want me to keep the music on or turn the music off? It's very easy. We can ask everybody. It's very simple. Leave the music on or turn it off. We'll let the chat decide. You know, music, no music. Let me know. Keep it. I like little dogs, believe it or not. Little dogs are some of the most loyal little dudes in the world. You know. All right, so market's trying to pull up. Tesla pull it back under the 200 EMA, under the VWAP now. So under the 200 EMA, under the VWAP. Under the 200 EMA, under the VWAP. Okay, we are John. We get a trend in. All right, guys. So yeah, there's a huge launch this weekend for Top Step. So stay tuned. This is a huge launch. So yeah, this is a huge launch for Top Step this weekend. So yeah, Powell at 2:30 tomorrow morning. Or is it? Wait, so is Powell speaking? Let me see. Powell already spoke this morning. All right, so Powell already spoke this morning, right? So like he spoke this morning already. Right? Yeah, so Powell already spoke this morning with Pablo Hernandez de Cos at the dialogue with the Bank of Spain at the Bank of Spain fourth conference on financial stability. So that already happened this morning, right? It's not tomorrow morning. Basically, it's today. It had already happened. Pretty sure. All right, so we got a little pullback here. Again, we are going to be trading 0 DTE options, which I'm really excited about. Uh, and so again, we got 14 minutes here, guys. 14 minutes. But Powell already spoke, I'm pretty sure. FOMO alert, don't look at CCL 5-day chart. I don't get FOMO, bro. I really don't. Like, the only time I get FOMO is if I was already in a position and I cut it and then it gaps up the next day going crazy. That's the difference. That's the main difference. But, like, for now, bro, I don't want to try this for freaking... Oh my gosh, dude. What the heck, man? Bro. You don't have access to the link? What the heck, man? Where do I open the link? Where do I go? Music, please. Yeah, the music is on. Most people like the music. The reason I asked is because we might get like 3 people that complain about the music, and they're really vocal, but like mostly everybody else likes the music, and so we're gonna keep it going. Sorry, guys. Y'all be all right. All right, guys. All right. Recent. So yeah, we're kind of consolidating right now. All right, team. At Apple tested the top of the range here. Anything else moving big? We still got 10 minutes here. Let me find my files on my computer. That'll help. Where's files? I'll just tell you this. Dropbox sucks, guys. Hey, Sassy. Hey, Sassy. Hey, baby. Good morning. All right, guys. There we go. All right. Big news. We're going to be sharing this. All right. All right, guys. So again, Apple test at the top of the range. Tesla started to move back up to test the volume weighted average price of the 200 EMA. I got two small dogs that I own. Yeah, let's make Warren Buffett. Powell will have to speak this morning at 2:30 a.m. Yeah, so I think Powell already spoke this morning at 2:30. Music is better. Yeah, sorry guys. I've been doing something else for the last like 5 minutes. I've been working on something. I finally figured it out, so my bad. I was a little bit quiet. We got 8 minutes, guys, until the numbers come out. 8 minutes. GDP data drops at 8:30. Expectations are for 1.4%. Jobless claims expected to come in at 266,000 as well. And so if you see the new platform, we are using Moomoo now, which is a new sponsor of mine, but I'm going to be trading 0 DTE options at the opening bell today as well. And that'll be fun. But yeah, Moomoo is a new sponsor. And I really like the platform. Great news source. They've got like heat maps and all this other free stuff, free scanners. If you open up an account, and deposit at least $100, you get 5 free stocks. You open up an account, deposit at least $1,000, you get 15 free stocks. And again, I got some FCEL, some Grab. I got one share of Palantir, and then I also got, if you open up an account, deposit at least $5K, you get all of that 15 free stocks plus a free share of either Google or Tesla. I got Tesla personally, which is a really good deal. 5K. With 5K, you're getting, 1% basically with a free share of Tesla plus all the other stocks. So yeah, I got like $300 something worth of stocks here. So, not bad. I'll take it. And again, Moomoo is really dope. If you want to check it out, you can see the link pinned at the top of the chat, or you can also use the description link as well. I don't use hotkeys to trade now. Well, I think having music on is very common for like programmers, traders. It just kind of gives you something to do. It helps you kind of. It's not super loud on my end. It just kind of gives you something to do. So yeah, it just kind of gives you something to do. Yeah, 0 commission trades. I can trade fully in pre-market and extended hours too. So like that's why I switched. TOS I couldn't trade until 7 a.m. On Moomoo. I can trade all day basically. All day where the market's open, from pre-market to extended hours, the full sessions I can trade here, which is really, so expected data is expected data. Expected data is neutral for markets, right? So 1.4% is what we're expecting for GDP. Jobless claims expected at 266,000. All very, relevant for the market here, guys. Very relevant for market data. All right, guys. Apple's still testing the highs, almost up to 190 here. What's my Disney trade doing? Disney's down a little bit in pre, but it's still up over the last couple days. Let me go ahead and add a little bit more into this too. Fix my average some more. There we go. All right, guys. GDP data comes out less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes. The sideways Bitcoin is so boring. I wish I do a dumped or pumped. I wonder if I could look up Bitcoin here. There's EBIT. What's the best Bitcoin ETF? I see EBIT. What's the new one? It's like BITX, right? Yeah. So I wonder if I can put the E-mini up here. Must be like a E mini. So let me put up ESU3. No. No. Let's figure out how to use these. There's a lot of options here for Bitcoin, though. There's BITX, BTF, other crypto, XBTF, BITC, BITI. All right, guys, GDP data coming out today. Very relevant for recession stuff going on. Oh, here's the micro Bitcoin. Mira and Riot doing today. There's Mira's actually up a lot. You got MU up there too. What's the symbol pawn on that? Yeah. You just press BTC. Those blue sky assets come up. Yeah. There's so many different options. It's all good. We'll figure it out. I'd love to be able to put the dollar index up too. Let me. See, there's AMC at 4:30. So I know that one's trending today too. We got less than 3 minutes here, guys. Less than 3 minutes. Sorry, the sun's kind of bright over here. Do you know VeChain? Yeah, I know VeChain. It's a blockchain used to track like luxury goods, like you know, it tracks the entire chain of history of luxury goods. It's actually very useful, very utility driven. Like for instance, you know, they track it through the blockchain, so they can see when like a Louis Vuitton purse was made, and they can track the entire history of the blockchain from when it was made to when it was sold, so you know that when you buy one of those products that it's legitimate, you know, that it's an actual Louis Vuitton or an actual Gucci or an actual Coach purse or whatever luxury brand you like. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Again, I'm gonna put the queue up. Here's the queue. Here's the queue up at the 366. We got GDP data dropping very soon, in less than 2 minutes here, guys. I'm also going to throw it in subscribe only mode. And so if you have not already, team, don't be stingy. Hit the sub button, hit the notification bell. We got jobless claims and GDP today. Yeah, I think they'll push BLK's one. Yeah, but is that news pawn or is that actual trading? I think I could pull Bitcoin up, but I don't. But it might be on the app. I'll tell you this: the mobile app is much better than the desktop app for Moomoo. The desktop app is still good, but the mobile app is better. Sun's actually coming out here. Oh, good. All right, Q's pushing up. Apple up. I should have held Apple, to be honest, this morning, because. All right, so here we go. 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds for GDP data. Let's see what it shows up as. All right, here's the GDP. Make sure you hit the live button next to the play button, too. 1.4% is expected here. And here's the release. All right, GDP 2%. GDP just came in at 2%. Again, for all the people thinking that we're going into a recession, we're not. GDP just came in at 2%, much higher than expected versus the 1.4% expectation. And so GDP came in at 2% versus 1.4% expectation here, guys. Again, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. 2% for GDP data versus 1.4% expected here. The Q is actually pulling back on this number, maybe for recession fears. But the Q pulling back. We can pull the SPY up as well, but 2% versus 1.4% expected here. And so again, for all the sky is falling, you know, recession whisperers, 2% GDP. It's pretty good. Not really typically what we see for a recession here. Well, it's good for market activity. Jobless claims came in lower than expected. So lower than expected jobless claims, higher than expected GDP. This is all very good for economic growth, of course. Higher than expected GDP, lower than expected jobless claims numbers. So less people filing for unemployment, higher gross domestic product for the U.S. It's all very good for economic data and the economy as a whole. So good release here. Again, for all those saying a recession is going to happen or whatever, you know, we're looking pretty good right now. We're looking pretty good. You know, I'm not saying that we're not going to hit one eventually, but we're looking pretty good. Market's liking it as well. SPY up to 438s. Q is up there as well. So tech is a little bit heavier driven, but yeah, it looks good so far. GDP data came in high. Jobless claims came in high. Or jobless claims came in low. GDP data came in high. So again, good for economic data. Good for the market as a whole right now. You get GDP 2%. We're going to put all this stuff up on screen so you can see it. Of course, like the bears are going to say, but isn't this bad? No, not really. This is actually pretty good. We'll put this number up on screen. There's the full release right there. Again, subscribe if you haven't already. Again, if you haven't checked out Moomoo, right now, this platform that you're seeing right now is Moomoo. Really, really solid platform. Again, if you open up an account and deposit $100 at least, you get 5 free stocks. You deposit at least $1,000, you get 15 free stocks. You deposit over 5K, you get the previous 15 plus a free share of Google or Tesla. And I got Tesla, right? So my 15 free stocks, they were all valued at like 50 something, $60, I think, plus my free share of Tesla. So all in all, I got about $300+ worth of value in the free stocks that I got for opening up an account on Moomoo. And they are a sponsor, great platform, 0 commission, open the entire time in pre-market. The entire pre-market session, they are open. Yeah, you can see the market liking this right now. So if you want to check out Moomoo, again, check out the link right here. You can also find the link pinned to the top of the chat. Also, another one of my sponsors, guys, is a company called TopStep. TopStep is a funded account program for futures. If you want to trade economic data like I cover here, which I cover regularly, the futures market has no PDT rule. You can day trade, specifically in the futures market with no PDT rule. You can day trade short, no PDT restrictions in futures. Look at Apple. In the futures market, you can day trade the S&P 500, you can day trade the NASDAQ, you can day trade currencies, you can day trade gold and silver in the futures market. No PDT rule, no red tape, no restrictions in that regard. You can buy market, buy bid, sell the ask, just like stocks, but there's no PDT rule. And the easiest way to get your feet wet without taking on too much risk, like where you don't have to put up thousands and thousands of dollars, is a funded account program. And TopStep is the most legit. They pay out millions of dollars in actual withdrawals every single year. They fund thousands of traders a year. And again, it's really one of the ways that you can get around the PDT rule and actually actively day trade. So what they do is they give you a demo and they test your skill. If you can hit the target on the demo while following the rest of their rules and conditions, so they give you a 50K on the base win. If you can hit 3K on that 50K demo and follow the rest of their rules without hitting the $2,000 max loss, 2-to-3 ratio, a reasonable ratio, then they fund you 50 grand with a 90% split, and you get to keep your first $10,000 in profit. And again, they pay out millions in actual withdrawals every year. And they're the most legit one in the world. They're a sponsor of mine as well. Again, I will be day trading futures at the opening bell, and we're up a little bit today. If you see what I'm up in futures already, we day traded some of the NASDAQ this morning, and we are up about $180. And again, if you want to check out TopStep, great way to help support the channel. There's the link for that. And again, the market so far, guys, is the market's pulling back a little bit. So we pulled back a little bit. We are now bouncing back up here. Let me put the Q up. You can see the Q pulling back here. You can see the SPY. SPY is kind of consolidating, but the market seemed to like this. The SPY is up. SPY hit 438. So the SPY seems to like this. What about like Tesla here? Let's see how Tesla is reacting to this stuff. So they're doing okay. Apple not really liking it, but the SPY itself is pretty solid right now. Hey, remember, we're going to be here. Don't get anywhere near here, buddy. What? If Nana's out there, you can. But if nobody's out there or not, you can't go out there by yourself. Oh, here's your skateboard, buddy. I bought Jack a skateboard yesterday. There you go. Here. Why don't you... Hey, Jack. Hey, bring that over here to this side for me real quick, man. Yeah, I bought Jack a skateboard yesterday. All right, so there's the market pulling back a little bit. And again, regardless of whether the market reacts well or not, This GDP data is actually good. It came in at 2% versus 1.4% expected. Jobless claims, which is unemployment filings, basically came in low. So we had low unemployment filings, higher than expected gross domestic product. Here, let me rip this off for you, buddy. Here, back up. There you go. All right, love you, buddy. Have fun, man. All right, gold. What's gold doing? All right, so market started dipping. Again, even if the market pulls back, that's okay. I might buy this dip. And again, so we are going to buy the dip in the SPY that we currently have right now. So we're going to buy the dip in the SPY currently. So we're going to buy, what, 25 share position here. Look at those fills on Mumu. Done, filled. Take another fill right there. All right, there we go. All right, so we just bought this. Let me see where my P&L is. Can you still do an ollie? Oh, I can do a double kickflip, man. I did one yesterday. Yeah, I can still do a double kickflip and a bunch of stuff, to be honest. It's by pulling back a little bit. We are going to be trading 0 DTE options today. We are green a little bit on Apple already. We got into one green trade on Apple. Yeah. All right, so we should get a little pop. Let's see what we get. Again, we are going to be day trading futures today too, and options probably to a certain extent. All right, so I've still got, right now I've got some money. I got enough to have a no PDT account in both, right? So like in Mumu, I have over 25K. In TOS, I've got over 25K. So I can still trade on both of them, to be honest. In the money, 0 TTE. Yeah, that's what Pawn said, was to buy in the money 0 DTE options. Yeah, Lewis, my guess is that you're delayed on the stream. So if you hit the live button next to the play button, it'll catch you back up. So my guess is you're delayed on the stream, and so you're getting the data late, and then you're complaining about us being late when you're probably late. Hit the live button next to the play button, bro. You'll see. My son, I bought my son a skateboard, and then at the same time, some kid near my high school. Yeah, for sure. Exactly, Brian. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually a pretty decent skateboarder. I can double kick flip. I can like 360 flip. I can varial flip. I can grind. I can do a bunch of stuff. It's been a while, but like I'm good at skateboarding for the most part. I'm okay. I'm not like great. I skateboarded up until I was like 17 or 18, and then I realized I wasn't going to go pro because I was kind of like close. Like especially back when I was 18. People had less skill, so where I was like close enough to potentially be sponsored by like some small shops. Once I realized that wasn't going to happen, I kind of gave it up and I didn't really skate anymore. But I'm still pretty good, and so I can teach Jack a little bit. You know, thoughts on space? I don't trust space. I think space as an industry is incredibly expensive, and so SPCE is vulnerable to that stuff because yeah, space is just an expensive industry. It's just expensive. You know. All right, so I'm now green in my SPY trade. You can see where we bought it here. I'm going to go ahead and take some profit now. There we go. Wait, how many shares do I have? I'm going to take 40 shares of profit. I think I've got... Yeah, but I have a margin account. All right, so you see I just took profit there. Let me get in touch with them. It shouldn't matter. I have over 25K in this account. It shouldn't matter. Wait, what? So again, we are green here. We're up nicely in this trade. I need to speak to a rep. All right, so we are now nicely green in this trade. So we did get a nice little bounce up here. I'm gonna go. Let me see what size I'm holding left. I have 35 shares left. Okay, I'll let the rest ride. I think that's a good little dip. So I'll let the rest ride. We'll be okay. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. I'm speaking to an agent right now, but I should be able to day trade. So we are dipping down a little bit. Let me take a picture of this so I can see. But yeah, you just got to see. I bought the dip. We already take profit. Like, it's not going to be a losing trade. So we're going to let this ride. All right, so we are dipping down a little bit. You can kind of see my P&L. I'll show you guys what my P&L is on this trades. Yeah, Powell already spoke. You know, I saw a couple people get it wrong where they said Powell was going to speak tonight. He's not. He already spoke this morning. So think about it. It's Thursday morning at 2:30 a.m. It's not Thursday night at 2:30. It's Thursday morning, right? So he spoke this morning at 2:30 a.m. already with the Spain governor, I believe, is who he spoke with. Yeah, I'm not sure whether we're going to raise rates in July or not. All right, so we're still back right around where I entered this trade, so we should be break even on the next. Yeah, we can see what Powell said this morning. Powell spoke how many hours ago? So Powell spoke. Right now it is 8:45 Eastern time. So Powell spoke 6 hours ago. In Spain, though. So Powell spoke in Spain today. So Powell said, "Oh yeah, I could use Moo." Okay, good. So I can day trade as much as I want. Good, man. I was worried about it at first. They said, please don't worry about it because the procedure is that you'll be marked PD first. All right, good. Yeah, I was worried about this at first, but it looks like, yeah. And also, Moo is showing me. So we are about to back up. Moo is showing me what we did today. Like if you look at Moo, one of the reasons I like Moo is this, right? So I can look at Moo, which is news, message Moo. I can look at the news section, and this is the reason Moo is solid, right? So I can look at the news section. So before the bell today, Powell said a couple things. Powell said we likely need 2 or more hikes to cool inflation. A strong majority of the committee participants expect that it will be appropriate to raise rates 2 more times by the end of the year, he said this morning. He also said they see 23 banks able to maintain minimum cap requirements despite projected total losses of $541 billion and a 40% drop in commercial prices. But yeah, so basically what Powell said this morning was a reiteration of what he said yesterday, which is basically that he thinks we're going to have to keep raising rates. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, so I just spoke with Moo. I can day trade as much as I want with my account currently. I was worried for a second, but it looks like I'm good. And so yeah, you can kind of see me in. You kind of see me trading right now. I might take, so I think I got 35 shares left. I'm going to take another 10 shares off, just lock it in. All right, so look at the fill. So we got out that one too. I got 25 shares left. I'm just going to let this ride. I'm going to see if this bounces up some more. Tesla's still trying. Apple's still trying. Yeah, so we're up nicely today. Nice little green day on Moo. Yeah, he spoke at 2:30 this morning, so pretty early. Yeah, so we're going to pivot back to Moo. I think a little bit closer to... we're going to pivot back to Moo a little bit closer to... Here, do not skateboard in here, bro. Do not skateboard in here. Do not skateboard in here. Also, Jack, listen to me. Hey, if you're skateboarding, bro, you want to put on some actual shoes, dude. It's going to be hard to skateboard in Crocs, bro. You understand? I'll help you out. I'll probably have to buy you some skate shoes if you want some, dude. I used to have some skate shoes. Hey, good morning. All right, so we are already up about $120 day trading the NASDAQ. So we are already up about $120 day trading the NASDAQ. I'm also going to throw up a couple charts on the middle here. What are the 3 stocks you guys want me to have up here? We got Disney, Indo. So put these up right here. I'm going to put up Tesla. Tesla's number 1. We'll put up Apple, and we can put up like SPY, I guess. Here's the SPY right here, though. Here's the NASDAQ, and we made a little bit on this one this morning, mostly trading off of chart prime alerts. Yeah, the GOAT, skateboarding at Crocs. Man, what a gangster. Yeah, jobless seems to be, I mean, it depends on what you consider good. Today, the most of the reports showed economic growth. I'm going to make a post on Twitter. With many worrying about a recession, economic data today showed with GDP coming in at 2% versus 1.4% expected. Jobless claims, unemployment filings coming in low. at, what did they come in? What did jobless claims numbers come in, chat? They came in at 239,000 versus 266 expected. Both of these signal economic growth. GDP, inflation, economy, SPY, tsla. All right, so we got the Q popping up a little bit. We are using chart prime stuff. Just wait until the August CPI report. Honestly, it's always just watch. Every major economic release, especially CPI, people typically sensationalize it and they say, just wait, it's going to be the end of the world. They say it's the worst thing ever. They always say, they say it every time, dude, to be honest. But again, like in the end, when you cover every major economic release, right? I cover CPI every single month. I have for, a long time. I cover every FOMC meeting. I cover every Jerome Powell press conference, speech, interview. I cover every big earnings report as well, right? When you hear so many people talk about a crash every day, you start to get skeptical. Everybody's always talking about how the next CPI report is going to crash the market. To be honest, they've been saying this for years. Hasn't yet. We might get red action. We might get green action, but it's not crashing the market. Again, people hold on to their bearish view, and they just kind of refuse to let go of it, even though like economic data shows green action. A lot of times it's because they're following influencers who are pushing the same thing, right? And the influencers, because they have such a big following, they don't want to be wrong, and so they kind of just keep on saying it. Like they've been saying this for the last year since the SPY was at like 380s. They've been saying the same thing, right? So even if we do crash, say we drop down to the 380s, we're still break even from when a lot of them were telling us we would crash. Here goes the NASDAQ breaking down. So we do see a little bit of a downward trend. And again, we are green trading Top Step today. And again, what Top Step is a funded account program for futures, in which they give you a demo, they test your skill. If you can hit the target on the demo while following their rules, they fund you between 50K up to 150K with a 90% split. Bro, these carpenter ants, man. Bro, I keep getting these carpenter ants on me. Look at them. I keep getting them on me. Here, bro. Go somewhere, dude. Get off me. There you go. They're harmless. All right, SPY, break it down. I think with age, you become more bearish because you see the market catch a bunch of people. Yeah, I mean, I feel you, but like, again, at a certain point, you got to look at probabilities, regardless of skepticism. I think with age, you become more. I think as people age, they become more bitter. Not bitter. I'm not saying everybody that ages becomes bitter. What I'm saying is like when people age, they tend to become more political. And I think when you watch politics heavily, you're going to think that the sky's falling every day. If you watch both sides of the political spectrum, you're going to think the sky's falling every day. And typically it's not. Typically it's like people are just nervous. And the market generally has been pushing up huge percentages. All right, tomorrow's PCE deflator will be big too. I actually should edit this. I'm going to edit this and say both of these signal economic strength instead of growth. Growth is a little bit touchy. Strength is really what it is. There we go. All right, so we are bouncing up a little bit on the NASDAQ here. Part of me thinks I should maybe take some like micro NASDAQ positions instead of the regular NASDAQ. Regular NASDAQ up. But again, this is me day trading. We're going to go in and short a little bit of this with one contract to the micro. We'll add some more. It's not quite low enough for me to like it, so we'll have to scale in a little bit better up to like here, I think. You know, it's what the goal is. If we break down, great. If not, it's not the end of the world either. All right, so we are sitting here. I'm going to put in one more contract. There's 3 contracts of the micro. All right, guys. So we are stood tight. I'll cut this too. We're already up $180 on the day, so we do have a nice little cushion, which is usually what I love to capitalize on is cushions. I'm not going to hold this forever though, and so I'm going to go ahead and oh no, I just added 6 contracts. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Break the high of that candle. We'll have to get out. Yep. Accidentally lost some money. We're still up 140 bucks, so it's not as bad as it could be. But that was an accident for sure right there. Apple bounced right at the previous closing price too. So we might pull back a little bit more too as well, but again, we got about 30 minutes left. 30 minutes. All right, so we're bouncing up a little bit. Part of me wants to short too. All right, so we are breaking down. I guess I could have held that too. SPY starting to fall out too. We are in that downward trend a little bit. But again, I just got to be patient here. We're going to try to do some 0 DTE options at the opening bell too on Mumu. I might need y'all's help. But so we did break all the way down to the bottom of that range. Is there a dog barking? Oh. Yeah, so we're going to do some options today too. I wanted to short because of this here. I'm going to take 3 more contracts. See if we get a quick momentum breakdown here is the goal. So we're up about 10. I like the up wick. That's usually indicative of some weakness, but there we go. There we go. Nice. I just made most of our money back here. We got one more contract of the micro NASDAQ here and the breakdown. Why am I shorting here? Is because we're in a downward trend. So we're up to about 175. I'll let it break down a little bit. All right, we can cut that there. All right, so we just broke high. So now we are still up about almost 200, basically $200 on the day is what my P&L is. So here's my P&L right now in futures. We are up about 191.50. Win-loss ratio about 2 to 1 today. Yeah, I mean, Justin, I'm still kind of a newbie with options, brother. Just a heads up, man. I'm still pretty new with options, but you know. Try big down when we're open, you know. But honestly, I watch the same things and I watch people say the same things. Like a lot of and I'm not saying this is you, but like I see a lot of people that come here every day and say the same thing no matter what the market is doing. Right. So the market can be incredibly strong and they're going to say, oh, well, the market's going to drop at the open. The market can be incredibly weak and they're going to say, oh, the market's going to drop at the open. At a certain point, I think for trading, and again, I'm not talking about you, whoever said that, import, I'm not talking about you, but I think with trading, you can't be rigid. You got to be flexible. You got to be able to go with whatever the day is showing you on any specific day. You can't just be super bearish all day, every day, or super bullish, especially on the bear side. Like on the upside, that might work because eventually stocks are going to come back and blue chips are going to end green over 5+ years usually. But on the downside, it's definitely not a good idea because, again, what happens is like people just hold on to their bearish beliefs and then the market just keeps on pushing up and it may never hit the levels that we're at again. I mean, of course it might pull back, but you know, they just miss out on some of the big edge that you ever get. Hey bud, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm using Chart Prime to trade futures, David. So yeah, I'm using Chart Prime.
Can I get a Pepsi?
No.
Okay.
It's 8 a.m. in the morning, bro. You're not getting a Pepsi. What are you trying to get, dude? You just getting water? I got this Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew has freaking 80 grams of sugar. 80 grams of sugar in one Mountain Dew. That's absolutely crazy, bro. I bought this thing. I would feel so bad drinking this thing. I'm at the age now where I feel bad. Like, this is way too much sugar. I don't even know what to do with it. You know, 80 grams of sugar. What's up, David? Yeah, because it's not on my screen. I've got two screens here. I'm at my mother-in-law's in Michigan. Yeah, I know this. I'm going to be taking very small option trades at first today. I'm going to be analyzing extension. I'm going to be using the scanners. And I'm going to be analyzing extension. I'm going to be trading options based off of that extension. Some guy jammed on me and I asked the dealer how much and he said 17 big blinds. All right, so we are bouncing up. You can kind of see the trend though, but I think the trend here might break on the NASDAQ currently. I think the trend might break. I saw somebody mention De La Cruz earlier, bro. De La Cruz is an animal, dude. Hey, my guy William. What caused U.S. dollar to spike? Why it spikes stocks down? So the U.S. dollar, the dollar index, William, and the market generally have an inverse correlation. And it happens for a number of different reasons. The main one is because, like, okay, so when the dollar is strong,
people don't invest as much because their cash is gaining value. So you don't need to invest as much if your cash is gaining value. If your cash is losing value and the dollar index is going down, what do? You take your cash and you stick it into another investment vehicle and you try to make you not lose money. Hey, Carol, you're on stream right now, by the way. Yep, you're on stream. All right. But yeah, so if your cash is losing value, what are you going to do? You're going to take your cash, you're going to stick it in the S&P 500 instead because your cash is losing value, right? So because of that, typically, and it's not 100%, but typically there's an inverse correlation with the dollar index and the market in general, typically. Jolt, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably be doing SPY options. But yeah, thanks for the donation, William. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, exactly, Brian. Oh, I'm definitely getting old. I was just shocked to see it because, like, I like me a Mountain Dew. I really do. Like, I like Mountain Dew, man. Mountain Dew tastes good. Now I see why. It's got 80 grams of sugar and it better taste good, man. But yeah, like, I wanted it for the caffeine intake. But then it's like, now as an adult, I have to read the back. Like, to put it in perspective, Coke has what, like 40 grams of sugar in it, right? So 80 is like excessive. All right, so we're going to start to buy a short a little bit more here on the regular NASDAQ. See if we continue that downward trend. We're just going to take one contract here, maybe add a little bit more if we get a bounce. We'll take two and then add a little bit more if we get a bounce, actually. Not a ton, though. Data release is already out. It might be right below me on screen. So yeah, data release is right there. Right here. 20-ounce Coke has 65 grams? Man, so excessive. Okay, so we are green a little bit on this trade. The good thing is, like, we got a nice little cushion here heading into the opening bell in about 10 minutes. A nice little cushion. I start my day with you every day. Hey, thank you, man. Good luck swinging options. I'm probably not going to be swinging. I'll probably just be day trading them. If I swing, I'm probably just going to buy SPY. I'll buy shares. I've got over 25K in both accounts. In both of my accounts right now, I've got over 50K in leverage in both of them. You know, so like, I'm probably just if I do swing, it's not going to be options most likely. Later a Bostic speech. Yeah, I got you. Apple's right at that previous closing price, like right there. So is the SPY. And so the question is, do we actually break down in these blue chips? That drags the NASDAQ down. There we go. I'm going to go take half off here, just lock the profit in. So we're up over 100 or over 200 now. Sorry, I got to change this music here. My bad. This is way too stressful music. There we go. Way too stressful. Let me go ahead and cut that. So yeah, we are up a cool $210 today, about 210. Profit factor of 2.67 to 1. Not bad. We caught this little breakdown. Mostly just a downward trend. Like, if you see what I'm attacking here on the NASDAQ, like, we're just mostly attacking this. This is pretty easy. Like, that's basically it. It's been following that, so it's been easy money. Again, now we got a little cushion that we can take some larger swings heading into the opening bell. And again, we are going to be using chart prime alerts. I got a couple alerts on the SPY on the NASDAQ currently here too. And so I'm actually switch sides now based off of chart prime alert. I go with 3 contracts of the regular micro here, which is betting against the trend, but that's all right. It's a 5-minute pattern, so it might take a little bit longer. All right, we're gonna go ahead and lock in some profit here. Take 2 shares off, and then yes, it's tight. We're up about 220 on the day. Again, chart prime. Again, genuinely impressive. Been saying this for days. $35 a month. They give you these custom reversal signals. They show you where candlestick patterns are. They show you flag patterns, triangles, smart money concepts. They show you oscillators. They have their own version of the VWAP called the dynamic reactor, and it's incredibly powerful. And so again, chart prime indicators, they just work. Again, I can't guarantee you're gonna make money. Nobody can, but for what you get, I think it's pretty useful. Again, you guys see me doing it. I'm gonna use it in options today too. We're gonna go and cut this one though and just get out. Luckily, we took some profit there. We are still up about 210 on the day. Yeah, so I do see a longer term downtrend. All right, so we are breaking down. SPY just broke under the previous closing price. No, I don't usually scale into against the day trade. What option trading for someone under 25K is good for avoiding restrictions? Top Step is just a trading platform and getting funded, right? Well, Top Step is futures. So on Top Step, you can day trade and short futures with no PDT rule, you know. And again, yes, you have to get funded first. And so they're going to give you a demo. They're going to test your skill. If you can hit the target while following their rules, they fund you between 50K up to over 100K with a 90% split once you're funded. And this is, you know, the easiest way to get started in day trading is Top Step, because again, it's one of those situations where it's the best of both worlds. And a lot of people, they don't want to do it. But like, if you think about it like this, right? If you lose money, you're going to lose less on Top Step, right? So if you lose in day trading, which is going to be a large majority of everybody, if you lose money, we just bought a little bit more of the SPY, kind of add into it. But if you lose money, you're probably going to lose more putting up the money yourself than on Top Step. So you limit your risk on Top Step. You know, they give you a demo, they test your skill. If you're good enough to pass it, then, you know, you're still going to keep 90% of your profit once you're funded. And again, they pay out millions in actual withdrawals, right? So it's the best of both worlds. If you pass it, if you're good enough to pass it, you still keep 90%. You basically keep all the money anyway. If you're not good enough to pass it, you're going to lose so much less than you would if you put the money up yourself in day trading. You're still going to be able to day trade the SPY. You're still going to be able to day trade NASDAQ. You're still going to be able to day trade currencies. You're still going to be able to day trade futures, you know, day trade gold, silver, the S&P 500. And so there's just a lot of reasons for day traders to use futures. And again, they are a sponsor, so I'm biased, of course. Like naturally, I'm pretty biased because they pay me money. And again, I have no qualms about admitting that. But the difference here is that I wish I had something like this when I first got started trading. When I first got started trading, I've told this story before. I went to an overseas brokerage called SureTrader because that's the only place I knew where I could day trade with margin or leverage, right? So I went to an overseas broker like SureTrader. They gave me margin, like 6-to-1 leverage or whatever. And they gave me like 6-to-1 or whatever it was. and I ended up losing like $4,000 within a week or two. I was distraught, like just distraught. I almost wanted to cry. I almost cried. I remember I almost cried. If Carol wasn't around, I might have. But like, I was super bummed, you know. And again, I don't think this story is unique. I think a large majority of people who day trade lose money like that. And so again, like I don't. It makes no sense to put the money up yourself if you're trying to day trade, in my opinion. You know, Tesla is going to give you a very similar pattern to the SPY or the S&P 500, and so it's just better to day trade the SPY. The patterns are consistent, just like stocks, but there's no PDT restrictions, and if you lose much less. The base package on Top Step is 130 something. Um, you know, if you use my link, so it's like less than 150 bucks. You can reset it for 100, and it's just much less risk, to be honest. What do I have to do to get 20% off on Top Step? Nothing. You just use my link, you check out, and you get it. No, I didn't see the perfect game. There was a perfect game last night. Which pitcher? Not Cole, huh? I know Cole's on the Yankees. Which pitcher was it? Yeah, and like people hate on these funded account programs. Of course, I'm sponsored, and so people dislike when I make money or whatever. But like, it really is better for traders, dude. It's just better. Again, from somebody that's day traded for 6+ years, 7 years, I understand what happens. Almost everybody that day trades is going to lose money. And so you can be stubborn and put the money up yourself and try to do it like your favorite guru, your favorite day trading guru. You can try to mimic them, or you can lower your risk into a funded account program. And that's going to give you much better results typically in terms of losses than putting up 5K, 10K yourself and just throwing that away, which is what's going to happen a lot of the time with day trading. So be smart, guys. Right, so we added a little bit more to our SPY trade. We're bouncing a little bit on the SPY, but not too much here. We are red now in terms of stocks. Which pitcher was it? Oh, nice. No, Chart Prime only works on TradingView. Is Bitcoin running? Let's take a look. Bitcoin almost to 31K. And again, on this GDP data, it's liking it for sure. All right, so NASDAQ's still bouncing up some, honestly. Domingo German was the pitcher. Nice. Yeah, Bitcoin is surging up almost to 31K. NASDAQ popping up, SPY bouncing back a little bit. I see Tesla bouncing back too. Yeah, we're also going to try some options today at the opening bell too. All right, guys, so we are bouncing up a little bit on the NASDAQ. Still trying here. Yes, we did have GDP today. Jobless claims did come out. Jobless claims live. We are bouncing back a little bit in the NASDAQ here. NASDAQ's still in the trend. Tesla's trying to pop back up. We got 9 minutes left. Otani needs to join the Braves. And yeah, I mean, Otani's in a tough division, bro. Trout, Otani on the Angels, they're in a rough division, bro. They got to compete against the Rangers this year. They got to compete against the Astros. Everybody else is kind of not really a threat, but those two teams are big and hard and good teams. Good teams to, compete with them in the rankings. The Rangers are doing great this year, of course. Astros are doing all right. They're not doing bad, but not really doing great either. And the Angels aren't doing bad either, but it's going to be hard for them to compete with the Rangers this year for sure. Otani's probably the GOAT, man. He really is probably the GOAT. I mean, is he the best pitcher that ever lived? No. Is he the best batter that ever lived? No. But when you combine both of those skills, he's top tier, top 5 in both of those, right? And so being top, maybe not top 5 in batting, I would say, but he's up there, maybe top 15. But both of those skills combined make him incredibly valuable to a team. And yeah. Yeah, and so and the Rangers are doing good with DeGrom not even really playing, which is even more impressive. So the Rangers doing good without DeGrom there. Yeah, so Rangers are doing okay this year. Bitcoin's still popping up at 30.8K. SPY still trying to hold, but I guess I'm going to let the opening bell happen. All right, guys, so we don't have much time until the opening bell. We got less than 6 minutes. Still got a little bit of time here. NASDAQ pulling back some. All right, so we are pulling back a little bit. SPY still testing that 436 level, but it's up so much already that it doesn't really matter here. I think it's up a lot. So it doesn't really matter too much in that regard. Tesla pulling back a little bit. SPY's back up, but we're going to give it time here. We got 5 minutes until the opening bell. Okay, gotcha. Again, y'all help me out with options today because I am just not really good at options. We're gonna be day trading about the open today, guys. But again, I'm just not that good. You know. All right, so we're still bouncing up a little bit here. Big drops here. I'm I'll probably get out the SPY right now. I just don't need to hold it any longer. I mean, I'm red on the day, but not by much. Where's my trading window? There it is. Me, options, explore, paper, trade. Yeah, let me get out of the SPY currently. Still in it, but it's a small trade. I think I have 35 shares left. I could wait until the opening bell, but that's all right. All right, so I should be flat now. Let me make sure. We got options trading to do today, guys. NASDAQ bouncing up a little bit. All right, so yeah, we're flat. We're down like 19 bucks today. It's all good. We'll try to get into some options trades today to remedy that. We're also going to be day trading futures today as well. NASDAQ is sideways. Not really any big trend there. All right, so Apple did just bounce up a little bit. We still got 3 minutes. Yeah, DeGrom's probably over with now. All right, nice, Tony. I know Jerome Powell already spoke this morning. He spoke at 3:30 this morning or 2:30 this morning. Yeah, so opening bell, less than 2 minutes, guys. Less than 2 minutes. Yeah, man. I think there's a lot of ways to trade. You know, not one is not right or wrong. It's just one way to trade. All right, so NASDAQ started to bounce back up a little bit. Again, it's not worth the risk at this point in time. We're going to get ready to trade some options, too. I'm still going to have to learn options here on Mumu. And again, they do give you free unusual option activity. SPY, single options. All right, so here's the 0 day till expiry options. Y'all are going to have to help me figure out how to use these. Why is there no bid and ask price? Is my question. 350 strike price on the SPY. Okay, so I see the latest. Why no bid and ask price here? All right, so we are bouncing back up some. All right, there's the opening bell, guys. So here's the open. NASDAQ bouncing back some today. Okay, yeah, that's probably right, Architect. Let me take a look at it now. That's probably right. Yeah, they just all refreshed here today. Gotcha. Okay. So we're watching the SPY here. See, options just move so fast. That's going to take a little while to learn, for sure. Time, yeah. Yeah, we're waiting here. Again, I'm not super in any rush. We're just kind of sitting tight waiting here. Watching the NASDAQ currently. The micro NASDAQ. SPY is pretty flat at the open. Not really doing much yet. Sideways mostly. NASDAQ's popping up a little bit. Tesla's moving up a little bit as well. Bitcoin up to 30.7K. Getting some drops here. NASDAQ dumping down. We're gonna take one contract of the regular NASDAQ here. Sheesh, the NASDAQ moves fast. This is just one contract. All right, well, there's 2 contracts here. That's it. That's all we're gonna take. We're gonna try to let it stabilize first, but so we're trying to let this stabilize a little bit. We're watching chart prime indicator services as well. NASDAQ doesn't quite look good, I'll say that. We break the low, we're going to cut that, lose like 40 bucks, but it's all good. We're already up 200 plus on the day. Finally starting to get some corrections on the downside. Kind of bummed. I missed like the longer term downtrend prediction from chart prime. That's a bummer. Yeah, look, Fox, no, don't tell me to do something or not to do something. Usually the people yelling at me to do one specific thing are wildly wrong. No offense to you, but just don't pressure me to do anything. I don't need the chat's help, man. No offense. I'd rather just be able to do it myself and not be biased by what the chat says, you know. Because again, people say sell, sell, and then the market will push up, and then it's just crickets, and they go do something else. They'll say buy, buy, and then the market just dumps down, and then it's just crickets, you know. So it's just easier to just not, you know, not be influenced by the chat. Kindly, please. Thank you. Yeah, and if I had to go with the momentum, I'm going to go on the upside here. Let's see about 0 DTE options. Let's mess around with them for a little bit. All right, so here's in the money. Calls. 435 strike. SPY's at 436. How do I buy this, though, I guess is the question. All right, so look at Tesla rip, SPY ripping back up. Yep. Sorry, I'm playing around on my other screen with these options. Should have bought it. Man. They're moving so fast, though. I'd have to wait for a pullback to buy any, but I got to figure out how to buy first. Click to create an order. Okay, gotcha. So I click the bid or the ask. The ask is how I'm going to get the fastest fill. Still pushing up, though. We're waiting here. NASDAQ's flying up. Tesla moving up, too. We need a little dip first, though. Yeah. All right, I'm going to buy 2 contracts of the NDAC. Yeah, I don't know what All right, so I'm looking at buying a little pullback here in the SPY, but we don't have the pullback yet. It's just in the NASDAQ mostly. SPY's hitting that previous close. We don't want that. I'm going to buy this little dip here in the NASDAQ, see if we get a little surge back up. I like the pattern. It's got a cup and handle pattern. But luckily we got an edge on the day already, but man, huge pullback. We'll give it time to bounce, but we break the low, we'll cut it. So far, choppiness. Yeah, we're going to get out of here. Just choppiness. We pushed up a lot on the NASDAQ. We pulled back. Now is the time where I might be able to buy an option if it slows down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Am I filled? Orders. I don't think I got filled. Pending. No, we just want to cancel it then. No, we just canceled the order we got. We tried to get filled, we just didn't. SPY just ripped up too much, to be honest. SPY's breaking over the previous closing price, so that kind of looks good. We're trying to do 0 DTE options, guys, so I'm trying to help. Trying to show you what I'm doing here. Here's the options list. We get a little dip here, I'll buy it, but we need a dip. This is too strong a price action here for... Yeah. I might switch. As I start to get used to this platform, I'm going to go with 4 days till expiration options. A little bit quicker. A bit easier to trade. So the strike price of 436 in the money. This is basically betting that the market's going up. I think the market's up a little bit too much. Again, I need a dip before I really try to trade these. All right, so we got a nice little surge of 44. Just took that off, so we just made about $44 back. What's my P&L on the day? All right, so we're green. We are up about $80 on the day or so trading futures. $80 gain is in futures. We lost a little bit at the open. SPY is just up too much already, to be honest, man. The SPY is just up a lot. Nice. All right, we just took half off of here, scalping this up. I'm gonna go ahead and scalp that too. So we just got out a little bit more ready. Now we are up about $100 on the day. Nasdaq's pushing up, man. Look at the SPY up to 437s. Again, the GDP data might have had a little bit of a lag. I'm going to take some options, but I'm probably not going to start out with 0 DTE options. I will probably try to start day trading like weekly options or something like that. A little bit easier and safer. Kind of goes against the way I trade, but we will try. Again, I need a dip, though. The SPY's not really dipping. Tesla's dipping, though. I'm going to go ahead and maybe look at Disney options. Week-long Disney options. Disney's down a lot, so I think weekly Disney call options. All right, so we do have the NDAC pulling back a little bit. Let me go back to the SPY actually. Man, SPY is just surging up, guys. 437. It's not really turning around a little bit any at all for me. You know, like I wanted to buy a pullback so I can get into some options there, but right, there's 3 contracts at the micro NASDAQ. All right, so we're back flat here in the micro NASDAQ. Let's see if we can push up some more. Kind of flat right now. I don't want to get stuck in a big correction, which is kind of what we need. We've been pushing up a lot on the regular. Getting cut in that too. So we're still green on the day, but this is taking Right, so we got a big down wick, big pop. See if we get a more surge up. There we go. Took 2 off there. Still got 3. Riding this up. See how high this can go. All right, we scalped it. We took some profit. Tesla is the only question mark. It's starting to pull back under the volume weighted average price now. All right, there's 5 contracts again. Just kind of horsing around here, trading the NASDAQ, losing, but that's all right. We're finally red on the day for the first time. We are down about 40 bucks. Could be worse. Put up the regular E-mini, I think, now. SPY is a little bit easier to trade than the NASDAQ. If you look at the SPY's been looking really strong. And we'll probably buy this pullback here. Maybe add some more to it if we get some good stuff. Got a nice little dip. Question mark here is, does the SPY bounce a little bit? Which it looks like it might. Hey, bud. Man, I should have gone with that alert on Chart Prime at the opening bell. Beautiful alert for Chart Prime. We are now green on the regular E-mini. Problem is the alert might settle down now too. We'll cut it. Just not feeling the day trading today. Yesterday we made like 600 bucks or something, but today's just not really in my momentum rhythm. No. Oh, I think we have pending home sales data too today, right? Something like that. There's a huge turnaround in the market, guys. Huge pullback. Big reversal signal. All right, so market's kind of downtrending now here. Big pullback. And so again, I'm just kind of sitting tight. I kind of got my butt kicked trading the regular E-mini just now and the micro. And so I'm not trying to just give back every, too much. I'm going to let the market pull back and consolidate a little bit first before I start to take any big risky positions. Here's a bounce back. Yeah, before I trade 0 DTE options, I'm gonna have to learn Moomoo a little bit better first with regular options, not 0 DTE options. They're gonna move really fast, and like I need to learn the platform more before I start to really push in those. Look at that chart prime too, waiting for some signals to show. A lot of stuff's choppy right now. Maybe I should have bought that pullback like I thought, like I talked about this morning on options. All right, so I just scalped a little bit more on the regular E-mini. Went from red to break even now, so that's cool. Yeah, so again, the goal is to build a cushion on the day now, I think. Like, I need a cushion first. Once I have a cushion, I'm much more likely to push heavier, but I need that cushion first. And the market is just kind of flat, sideways, and boring at this point in time. We're just not really getting any true edge, I think, right now. We've had an upward trend, and then we pulled back a little bit, and then we're going up a little bit. But the market is technically green. The SPY is sideways, but technically green on the day since the opening bell. So... yeah, I'll probably paper trade them first if it lets me. That's probably exactly right, Chris. I'm gonna have to paper first, and we'll figure it out. And again, if you haven't already, check out TopStep, man. TopStep is what I'm day trading on right now. Great way to learn, build your skill. They've got free funding coaches as well, and like what they do is they give you a demo, they test your skill. If you can pass their testing, they fund you. If you don't pass their testing, you probably would lose more putting up the money yourself. And so it's the best of both worlds, where like once you're funded, you get to keep your first $10,000, and then after that, you keep 90% of your profit, right? So if you make 20K, you get to keep your first 10K, and then you're going to keep 9,000 of the rest. And so regardless, you're in a pretty good position to learn how to day trade, on these funded account programs. So if you're one of those traders that struggled to learn to day trade and struggled in day trading, which is going to be most people, you should probably try out a funded account program like TopStep, to be honest here. And again, you can check out the link right here. Surging on more. All right, so we're now green on the day. Building a cushion. All right, so we are out. We got into a nice little regular day trade of the regular E-mini. We are now up about 240. The best thing is that we got a nice little cushion on the day now. Nice cushion on the day now. Yeah, I got your point. That makes sense. He said with options, try to get in on the ask price. Getting on the bid is sometimes hard to put a limit above, and they will fill at best available. Try to limit in and mark it out. Yeah, that makes sense. Appreciate it. Disney bouncing back a nice amount today too. All right, so we just scalped a little bit more. In futures, we are up about 350. A nice little cushion on the day now. Market's at the top of the range here. So we'll see if it actually holds the top. Yeah, we're up about 350. Tesla's starting to flush down here, though. Look at Tesla starting to fall. Yeah, Powell spoke this morning at 3:30 a.m. He was in Spain. So yeah, Powell spoke this morning at 3 a.m. He was in Spain. All right, so SPY's still trying to test the top of this range here. I'll go in and attack a couple of positions here. The regular micro. We're in 4 contracts here. We're already got a really big cushion on the day though, so we'll see what we get. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more. We're in 6 contracts here. This looks bullish, but I'm gonna get my positions ready. There we go. We're flat on the trade now. Slightly green. I want to see if it surges over this level. Yeah, I don't like that pullback. I'm gonna cut that and get out. We lost like 60 bucks just now. We're still up about 300. Man, look at Disney rip up to 88.20s here. Good. Disney up to 88.30s right now. Nice. Let's let Disney keep on rising here. SPY is really sideways today. It's just not a big edge day, to be honest. It's not what I would think is a good day per se. Just kind of boring and neutral. There are some, strategies you could implement today, and we are green today, but the market looks like it's just struggling to hit. All right, we're scalping a little bit more here. All right, so we're out. We are up now about 400 bucks. Scalping a little bit more in the regular E-mini. Yeah, so PCE today. Yeah, GDP came in well, Yeah, GDP data came in positive. What is this moving up? ExxonMobil's starting to bounce up a little bit too. Yes, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Powell spoke this morning. That's what it is, man. Powell spoke and moved markets like he tends to do. A lot of people didn't understand it. Like, a lot of people thought he spoke tonight, but it's not tonight. He already spoke it early this morning. It was at 3:30 in the morning on Thursday, which is today. So it's like right past midnight on this morning he spoke.
I guess we're just kind of sitting tight here, waiting. Market's bouncing up a little bit quiet, but market looks good, you know. SPY's holding its gains. All right, so guys, in 3 minutes, we've got pending home sales data, I believe. Yeah, pending home sales data in 2 minutes. 0.2% is what's expected. We got Bostic speaking today. Tomorrow, the big story is PCE deflator data. Like, that's the big story about what's going to happen today is PCE. And I don't know what we're going to get there. But PCE is the big name of the game story. Land on me, fly. I dare you, bro. Right, so market's now dipping back down. SPY at the volume weighted average price, 200 EMA. Land on me, fly. Not on my hand, though. You gotta land on my other. All right, so again, choppy market, sideways market. Tesla testing that previous closing price. So Tesla pulled right back to the previous close and just kind of sat there. All right, market's mostly flagging sideways. Tesla started to bounce back up a little bit right at that previous closing price too. All right, so the market's consolidating. SPY is loving life right now. SPY's popping all the way up to that level here. I should have bought that dip like I wanted to.
Nice triangle. Yeah, market's ripping up. And again, guys, I want you guys to check out Chart Prime. Chart Prime is a trading view indicator service that you can use as stocks, crypto, forex, futures, and can just be powerful, man. They really can be. Chart Prime can just be really, really useful. If you look at like the patterns I'm showing you here, so like look at this, check this out. Like look at how accurate this is, man. Like I can't even fake this if I wanted to. So like here's Chart Prime. Right? Like look at how accurate this is. I can't fake this if I wanted to. Like this is a trading view indicator service. They're a sponsor of mine. But just powerfully accurate, in my opinion. I can't guarantee you're going to make money. Nobody can. But like, look at this. Reversal up, literally called the very bottom. Bounce. They give you reversal signals. You can use them in stocks, crypto, forex, futures. Possible reversal down. Huge drops. Look, reversal down, literally called the exact top again on a 5-minute chart. Huge drops. Literally called the exact top here again. Nice drop. Literally called the exact bottom here. Nice bounce. This was yesterday. Literally called the exact top again. Nice drop. So again, if you look at these, all of these have worked. Every reversal signal they've given us over the last 2 days so far has worked, right? And again, I can't promise they're always going to work, but you can use these in whatever. You can use these on Apple, Disney, Amazon, Tesla, Google, short side, long side, futures, whatever you want to use on TradingView. It's a TradingView indicator service. And this is just a small little piece of what they offer here. Like if you look at smart money concepts, you know, you can put smart money concepts up. It'll tell you, like, let's let it load, and you'll kind of see like the equilibrium. It'll show you discounts. It'll show you where the premiums are. I can put chart patterns up as well. I can put this chart pattern thing up, and I can put up on a longer term daily chart on a TradingView. And again, you can see long-term wedges, long-term flag patterns, longer-term reversals too. So it's just useful for $34 a month. It's very useful, in my opinion. Very useful. And again, if you want to check them out, great way to help support the channel, $35 a month. Here's the link. Or find the link in the description. The link is the very first link in the description. Check it out. Yep. They are a sponsor of mine. I'm definitely biased in their favor, and at least I'm honest about it. But honestly, today's been a pretty good day using them. I'll tell you that. I got into the last reversal signal, and I'm up 17K. They're not 17K. I'm sorry, 1.7K using them. And you can see even the losses I took was very minimal. Like I built up a cushion, and then once I have a cushion, I swing into that cushion. That's what I did today. We're up almost 18K. So, hey, using them on Top Steps funded account program and futures. So. Disney up to 88.30, so Disney's looking solid too. I don't know. I've never tried them for swing trades. Like my swing trades, I usually just kind of take myself. So I've never actually tried them with swing trades, but I'm assuming they would, you know. But I don't know for sure. I can't guarantee anything, you know. Huge rip on the E-mini here. Look at the E-mini pop. Look at the E-mini go here. Wow. SPY ripping. Bitcoin trying to hold. Tesla bouncing back some. SPY's moving. Bro, this freaking fly is terrorizing me. Land on me, bro. Do it. Land on this part of my arm. Here, bro. Got you. Haha. Not today, Mr. Fly. Not today. Okay, maybe I didn't get him. Maybe he's right here. Did you know flies actually slow down time? So that's if you ever wonder why you can't hit a fly, it's because you look slow motion to them because they're so fast. All right. I thought I got you. Maybe there's multiple. There's 2 of them. Okay, yeah, there's multiple flies. Oh, man. Yeah, there's multiple. right, so we're finally getting a pullback after pretty big strength. I want to see Top Steps rules because, like, what I want to know is what I want to know for Top Step is like their rules regarding. Oh wait, we had pending home sales come out. Pending home sales came out at 2.7% down. Big drops in market activity right now. Huge drops. Is this from a catalyst right now? Wow, look at this drop. Something happened. What is going on? Wow. Inflection. AI announces 1.3 billion of funding led by current Microsoft investor. Anybody know why the market's down right now so fast? Let's see if we can figure it out. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on. Wow, we got this parabolic drop really fast here. Let me know if you guys see the stock that's tanking the market right now. It's not Tesla. Or no, it is Tesla. Could be Tesla. Let's look at Tesla news. Chat, do you guys know what's going on? So close there. Huge drops here, guys. Huge drop in market activity right now, man. Wow. It's almost too much drops, to be honest here. Tesla looks like the weak one here. Tesla's testing lows, breaking lows. Exxon's still pushing up. All right, so we're getting some pull downs here on the short side of market activity. I'm still looking to see what happened here. All right, MU weakness, chip weakness, it looks like is what this is. NVIDIA's weighing down. MU's weighing down. AMD is diving down here too. Home sales didn't do this. Home sales came in low, but they're not going to influence the market like this. No, traders aren't paying that much attention to home sales. I'll tell you that. They're watching them, but it's not like, it's not like they're going to tank the market and sell all their positions because home prices came in low. All right, market's consolidating right now after pretty big red action here. SPY, AMD under the previous closing price. Well underneath it now. Bro, if another fly lands on me, I'm going to get the fly swatter out. Market's starting to flush. Yeah, I don't know why the dip happened. I mean, I am short right now, to be honest. If you want to see this trade, I am in the regular E-mini short. I'm going to go ahead and take half off there, lock it in. Maybe take 2/3 of it or 3/4 of it off, lock that in too. Still up $100 on the trade, but I got a little cushion now, so I can let this work a little bit more. Still up $50 on the rest. I can probably hold the rest of this break even here. I've already taken one profit off of it already. And like, I think it's a reasonable spot. I think we can let it test the previous close. And yeah, we're going to get out there. So we are now up about 1,700 still on the day. Not bad for a day. We're going to keep trying though. Keep pushing. We'll see what the market wants to give us here. I'm watching the SPY test the previous closing price level. AMD and other microchips are starting to break down some, though. That's important to watch here, too. I think AMD and other microchips are breaking down. The SPY is actually pretty neutral here. It's pretty flat. We do have PCE deflator tomorrow, so we got the personal consumption expenditure. If you don't know what that is, it is a pretty big inflationary metric that the Fed uses. So we will be watching that coming out, too. And with that said, I'll probably go ahead and close it down, guys. So again, if you haven't already, check out TopStep funded account program for futures. Market's too flat for me to keep going. But if you haven't already, check out TopStep funded account program for futures. They give you a demo. They test your skill. If you can hit the target while following their rules, they fund you between 50K up to over 150 or up to 150K with a 90% split. It's a beautiful way to test your skill. Like if you're trying to day trade, without question, you should be on a funded account program. You're going to save money. You'll probably still lose money, but you're not going to lose as much as you would trying to day trade yourself, right? That's just the reality of it. And so again, check them out if you haven't already. TopStep's the most legit in the world. Big news coming for TopStep soon this weekend, so be ready for that. And yeah, good luck today, guys. We'll see you guys later. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We appreciate the love. Again, check out TopStep if you haven't already. Link is in the description. Check out Moomoo as well. You can get 15 free stocks plus a free share of Google or Tesla on Moomoo. Again, I did get a free share of Tesla, so my free share was Tesla. If you open up an account and deposit over 5K, you get a free share of Tesla or Google. If you deposit over 1,000, you get 15 free shares. If you deposit over 100, you get 5 free shares. So check out those. Zero commission platform too. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Good luck, y'all. Be good. Y'all be safe. I'm out of here. Market's too sideways for my taste. Nice green day though, in one of my TopStep accounts. I got a couple, and I think that's the way to get funded. Is just open up a couple. But nice little green day. We'll see how tomorrow goes. PCE tomorrow. Be ready bright and early. For PCE data tomorrow, guys. Be ready. We will be back bright and early then. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Good luck.